Even though this CSCA program is very old program like CMA US offered by IMA Institute, but we started this offering around 2-3 months back. This is our first batch. Now these are the separate classes for CSCA. I will be running for Saturday for 3 months. The target is the student will be giving exam in March. If you don't give exam in March, then you can give exam in September. March and September, 2 terms, the exam will be there. The 3 hours exam, 2 hour will be the multiple choice questions, 60 questions. And then 1 hour will be essay type based on scenario. They will be asking 4 questions, 1 scenario and 4 questions. It's a comprehensive type. The subject is very practical oriented. The subject or the curriculum is more related with how we can take strategic business decisions, because the name of the course is strategic and competitive analysis. Calculations are very less. You can say that practical theoretical areas, which are very much in use, very much in demand in corporates. And by learning those things, by studying those things, definitely we will be getting growth in life. The cost is $600 payable to the institute, and the training classes fees to Saraf Academy. Through Saraf Academy, in place of 600, you will be required to pay $450 to the institute, $150 a discount. And then you can see that whatever is the tuition fees of Saraf Academy. Our tuition fees includes the live classes, the recorded class, as well as the study resources. In the study resources, my own study resource, which is more useful. But in the study resource, there will be study resource offered by 𝐏𝐸𝐷. Their study text, their exam kit and everything is also included. I will be using the 𝐏𝐸𝐷 material in the class for solving questions. At the same time, we will be using questions offered by IMA as a support package, like the give support package for CMA US. Similarly, the support package will be given for CSCA also. So in short, we can say that I will be taking separate classes of around 10 classes of 3 hours, each 30 hours. The common class with other syllabus is around 30 hours, 50 to 60 hours class. The self-study is also that 50 to 60 hours. Need to solve around 400 to 500 questions along with the case study. And we'll be giving exam in March. We should be giving because ample of time is there. We can target March end. By chance, if we don't give exam in March, then we can give exam in September, because this exam is 2 times in a year. The paper is of 400 marks, 280 is the pass marks, which is 70%. And the paper has 2 parts, 2 hour multiple choice question, 1 hour essay type or scenario based questions. What is the type of paper and all that? Just this is the 𝐏𝐸𝐷 subscription which we have. The student need to buy the 𝐏𝐸𝐷 subscription. Buy in the sense, when you pay to us, then that is included. That is included in our fees. You don't need to pay separately for 𝐏𝐸𝐷. So CMA, CSCA, test bank and mock exams. I'm just showing you how the exams will be. There's mock exam and case studies. I'm opening the mock exam and case studies. Mock exam, 60, 1 second. Mock exam, one is 60 MCQ, 2 hours, and one is 1 case study for 1 hour. 1 case study will have 4 questions. The case study are separately given also, and this also. So let's suppose if we open the mock exam, it is saying it is, click here to start the session. Now the session starts. In the 𝐏𝐸𝐷 material, these 60 questions are there, and we need to solve this in 2 hours. For the time being, we have not studied anything. I'm not opening this. I'm finishing test. Okay. Delete the session because I have not done anything. Since I have not solved any question, no point keeping it in the data key. I attempted this paper. It is just that I want to see the view. And then under CSCA, test and mock, mock exam. I want to go into the case study portion. The CSCA mock exam, the case study, 1 hour case study exam. You can see that in the left-hand side, the case study material is there, which is written in the left-hand side, some numerical data and all that. And then based on that requirement, 1 question, 2 question, 3 question, 4 questions, it is fixed. And every question has different marks, 40%, 25%, 20%, 10%, and 5%, 100% of the score. Working skills presentation. Here, in this part, maybe there are some numericals, some calculator usage and all that will be there. This is also, I have not done anything, no point. Reading this, delete from the session that I have not attempted this. Then the test bank and mocks. 1 second. In the test bank, since there are 3 parts, section A, section B, section C, for all the 3 parts, the questions, multiple choice questions are there. Section A, 25%, section B, 40%, and section C, 35%. The total number of questions are 92 plus 90, 182 plus 158. 182 plus 158, around 350 questions. 350 questions, and the case studies, there are 3-4 case studies they have given. This we need to study. So whenever we will be doing question practice, we will be doing question practice from here. And we will be studying everything from my notes. These notes which I prepared, I will be go on sharing with you. So you don't need to read the textbooks of 𝐏𝐻, because these notes will be much better, more shorter, much easier to understand. And we will try questions from the 𝐏𝐻 materials. And at the same time, what I should say, once anybody will register for the exam, or I will say, Mariam, if you go in or you have not yet registered with the IMA Institute, once we register with the IMA, every student will be getting the support package. So Mariam, when you register with the IMA Institute, then they will give you the support package, which you can share with us so that also we can use in the class. In the support package, there are around 50 to 60 questions are there, or around 100, I have not seen. And then 4 or 5 case studies are there. So we can use that support package in the exam. That will be very handy. Any one student will join the course with the IMA, then in the IMA subscription, student will get that support package. Okay. So try to register, Mariam, as soon as possible. Now, last thing before starting our syllabus, there are 3 portions. One is strategic analysis. The syllabus is divided into 3 parts. One is strategic analysis. Then the part B is strategic choices. The part B is competitive advantage by those strategic choices. And the part C is strategic implementation. The part C is strategic implementation, or are starting with strategy, ending with strategy. This is not FMAA class is going on. FMAA class, CSCA exams and IMA exams cannot be given in home. They need to be given in the exam center only. You go on asking, I am telling to all of you. Arey yaar, this is very irritating here. I told you na, that those who are there in the Zoom, please join, those who are there in YouTube, please join through this link in Zoom only. Better. And this is not FMAA class is going on. So we are not discussing FMAA, we are not discussing CMA US, we are not discussing ACCA, CIMA and all that. We are only discussing CSCA in this class. We are only discussing CSCA, no other things. Okay. So please request, nobody should ask any other question other than CSCA. So what I was saying that everything is strategy. One is strategic analysis. The second is strategic choices, which is competitive analysis. And the third is strategic implementation. In the strategic choices, strategic implementation, strategic, what do you say? There are so many common areas also. Suppose you will find pest analysis. You will find in different parts. You will find Ansoff model. You will find in different parts. So there is overlapping in the syllabus. Sometimes when you will be trying questions, you will be thinking that, "Arey, ye to padhe hi nahi hai. We have not gone through this." Aisa hoega thoda thoda, because it's not a very distinguished area. But if I will say that, what is a strategy? Because based on that, we will start our discussion. We will cover, you can say, this strategic analysis part in around 2 classes. With the questions, I will take 3 classes because we need to solve questions also simultaneously. The case study we will be doing after all the 3 areas are complete. Then the competitive analysis will be taking around 3 classes. 1 or 2 classes we will be taking for solving questions. Then the strategic implementation will also be taking 2 classes, and 1 class we will be taking for solving multiple choice questions. So you can say that if I will take on an average 3, around 10 classes. We are starting now. Every week we will have Saturday class. So we will be able to complete by mid of March everything, along with some extra classes with other students with other courses, so that you have a better grip on the case study. Like Mariam, you have already attended the case study classes with the CIMA students. You will find the importance of that when you attended those classes, written the answers. You will realize the benefit of attending those classes when we will be solving the questions. So the target is that on every Saturday, we will have the class 3 to 6, around 3 hours. We will cover section A, B, C, which is the syllabus area, along with the questions on 𝐏𝐸 and along with the questions on support package. We will have some extra classes with other students, which is not on Saturday. And the target is to give exam in March. Generally, March end between 28th to 30th of March. Normally in March, CMA US exams are not there. In March, CMA US exams are not there. So what I mean to say that, since January, February, CMA exam, FMA exam will be there. Generally, the exam center will be busy, but CSCA exams will be on a different schedule, March and September. So no so much busy schedule, but still you should book your exam earlier. Normally, my advice is students would register with the institute in the month of January. That's my advice. When you register, you will communicate with us. We will help you to get a discount of $150. $450 you need to pay to the institute. That includes registration, exam fees and everything. And you can register for the exam in the month of March beginning or February end, so that you get your desired schedule and time. So you can say that by 2 months when you study, you will understand whether you are prepared or not. And then you can book for the exam to give the exam in March. It's not very difficult exam, but very conceptual, very open-ended, very practical oriented. It's enjoyment. If we take many examples in the class, then it is enjoyable. Otherwise, if we just go with the theory matter in the case textbook and all that, then it is not so enjoyment. So it will give benefit when you will be taking any strategic decisions in life, and in the corporates, it will be helping you. Now I want to start the syllabus, the concept of strategy, which is actually my objective is to finish the A part, which is related with strategic analysis. What is strategy? What is an strategic analysis? What is covered into that and all that we want to discuss. Before that, if anybody has anything to ask before proceeding. Aman, Harsal, Mariam, and Parvez. Anybody has anything to ask? Any prior question which you were in mind you want to ask? Or with my discussion up till now, 5-7 minutes, whatever I discussed, किसी को कुछ पूछना है, कुछ बोलना है? क्या भाई? Okay, Parvez. Thank you. Whenever you want to say anything, it is better that you unmute yourself and you speak out. In place of chatting, typing something, not required. Whenever anybody want to say, you can just unmute yourself and you can speak out. Everybody will hear and we will discuss, we will communicate. Okay? The chat is there, but don't chat so much because there is 500 student here, so no tension. Now, What is a strategy? Why it is required? Why there is a syllabus called strategic and competitive analysis? What is the purpose of this in the life? I'm taking 2-3 examples, not maybe exactly relevant for the exam, but for understanding purpose, I'm taking 2-3 examples. Maybe you will understand better. Suppose हम लोग सभी अभी क्लास में हैं, क्या पर्पस है हम लोग ये क्लास क्यों अटेंड कर रहे हैं? CSCA करके क्या होएगा? क्या हमारा फ्यूचर गोल्स है? हम जो अभी ऑलरेडी कर रहे हैं उससे CSCA उसमें क्या हेल्प करेगा? What is my career aspects? You are deciding to do the CSCA course not for 1 month, 2 months, just giving the exam, passing the exam. Definitely you have long-term view that by doing CSCA, by doing this course, you will be getting opportunities in life and you will be getting benefit for at least 5-10 years or whole life in your life. For that reason, you are doing CSCA. Similarly, if we talk about any corporate, they are launching a new product. They are going in a new market. They are, changing some sides, some features of the product. They are taking over some another organization. They are doing organic development. Why? They want to achieve something. They have certain targets. They have certain goals. They want to achieve those goals. For that reason, they are taking those strategic decisions. You can say that, suppose in my case, why I will be starting FMAA and CSCA classes when already so many courses are going on? Why there are too many new courses? Why? That is the thing that in different courses I will be nurturing. I will be seeing the opportunities. I will be getting the benefits or not. Why? In life, every time we are facing 2 types of decisions. In a corporate life, in our personal life, everywhere, we are taking 2 types of decisions. One decision is short-term decision, which is going to affect today, tomorrow, 1 day, 2 day, 1 month, 2 months. And one of the decisions which are going to affect for whole life, which are going to affect for 5, 10, 15, 20 years. When we are taking those decisions which are going to affect for long term, at least for 3-5 years, then they are called strategic decisions. In our personal life, in corporate life, those strategic decisions we need to take. If we take those strategic decisions correctly, then our future is secured. We will be able to compete better. We will be able to grow better. We will be able to earn better. We will be able to satisfy our stakeholders better. To take these strategic decisions, it's not easy. Because doing a CSCA course, doing CIMA, doing ACCA, doing CPA, doing CFA, doing FRM, doing this, that is not easy. Whether you will be able to do that or not, what is the curriculum, from where you will join, whether you will be able to pass or not, whether you will be getting the opportunities or not, all these are very vague. Nobody can give you guarantee. Never. And nobody should give also. It's you who need to decide, who need to understand, who need to forecast, who need to project, and then you will be able to take your call. वैसे ही कंपनी में अगर कोई प्रोडक्ट लाना है, कोई नई मार्केट में जाना है, कोई कंपनी को टेक ओवर करना है, या कोई नया बिजनेस में जाना है, एग्जिस्टिंग बिजनेस में कुछ चेंजेस करना है, इन सब का कोई फिक्स फॉर्मूला नहीं, कोई फिक्स्ड रूल नहीं, कोई फिक्स तरीका नहीं कि हम ऐसा करेंगे, ऐसा होगा, ये होगा, वो होगा. सब कुछ वेग है, सब ओपन एंडेड है. लेकिन फिर भी ये डिसीजन हमें रेगुलरली लेना है. लाइफ को आगे बढ़ाना है, कॉर्पोरेट को आगे बढ़ाना है, हमें ये करना है. और अगर हम ऐसा नहीं करेंगे, हम खत्म हो जाएंगे. अगर पर्सनल लाइफ में मैं अगर अपने स्किल्स को इंप्रूव नहीं करूंगा, तो मैं अपने कॉम्पिटिटर से, मार्केट में जो मेरे से कॉम्पीट कर रहे हैं, कॉर्पोरेट में जॉब मेरे को नहीं मिलेगी, खत्म हो जाएंगे. मेरे लिए अपॉर्चुनिटीज बंद हो जाएंगे. दिस इज अ वेरी ऐसे तो हम लोग जन्म भर से बात कर रहे हैं कि कॉम्पिटिटिव वर्ल्ड, बट कंपटीशन अभी अलग लेवल का है. कंपटीशन भी है, अपॉर्चुनिटीज भी बहुत है. अर्लियर कंपटीशन वेयर देयर, बट अपॉर्चुनिटीज वेयर नॉट देयर. बट नाउ विथ मोर एंड मोर कंपटीशन, अपॉर्चुनिटीज आर वेरी हाई. एक छोटा से छोटा आदमी दुनिया में कहीं भी जा सकता है, कुछ भी कर सकता है, पूरे दुनिया को जीत सकता है. An individual is behaving or working like a corporate. It's not that you require for doing something 500, 5,000 persons, then only you can achieve that. You should have an idea. You should have a future conscious nature and you should be able to project futures. फ्यूचर को प्रोजेक्ट कर सकते हैं तो आप ऐसा कर सकते हो. अगर आप ऐसा नहीं करोगे, खत्म. बहुत सारी कंपनी है दुनिया में जो लोग खत्म हो गए हैं. कोडैक खत्म, नोकिया खत्म. Why they are finished? Why? Because they have not adopted as per the technology changes, as per the market changes, as per the competition changes, as per the requirement of the technology, customers, demand, function, everything. Abhi Google is facing challenges from Microsoft because of the Chat GPT. Because Google is a search engine, even Chat GPT is a search engine. I personally like Chat GPT better than Google. Since Chat GPT I am using, I stopped using Google generally. I'm not saying Google is gone or not, but the way Google developed by competing with Yahoo, it is not very far. It's just 15-20 years old thing. और 15-20 साल बाद वापस से माइक्रोसॉफ्ट आ गया. फिर कौन आएगा कौन नहीं आएगा मालूम नहीं है. आप कोई भी बिजनेस कर रहे हैं, कोई भी लेवल पे हैं, यू आर नॉट सेफ. You need to think, you need to analyze what is happening inside, outside, how the environment is changing, what type of artificial intelligence developments are happening, how the rules, regulations are doing, how the taste change, fashion are happening. Because नहीं तो हो जाएगा खत्म. Strategic drift. Drift मतलब the way the organization need to change, they are not adopting the change the way they should be. They are able to see the change. आज मान लीजिए सीडी डीवीडी 10-12 साल पहले का मार्केट था. आदमी सीडी डीवीडी ले लेके मार्केट घर से मूवी देखता था वगैरह करता था. सब खत्म. फिनिश. The Netflix, the Prime Video and all that have taken the entire market. You need to understand that दुनिया में you cannot stop changes. They are going to happen. They are going to continuously happening. We need to adopt ourselves. We need to evolve in ourselves so that we can sustain in the market. We can change on proactive basis as per the requirement of the market. Abhi yesterday, when Manmohan Singh died, then I was looking at some of the news and all that. Then when he was there, nobody was saying anything. When he is not there now, many persons, many news channels are saying anything. But not that they were saying wrong. कि भाई जो उन्होंने डिसीजन लिया एज अ फाइनेंस मिनिस्टर, एज अ प्राइम मिनिस्टर ऑफ इंडिया, we are getting the reaping the benefits of those things today. That was a strategic decision taken by Manmohan Singh, implemented at that time, but the India is reaping those benefits now. So whenever you will take any strategic decisions, उसका फायदा आपको तुरंत नहीं मिलेगा. It will take time. समय लगेगा. 2 साल, 5 साल, 10 साल, 20 साल, 15 साल लगेगा. कोई भी लॉन्ग टर्म डिसीजंस जो आप लोगे पर्सनल लाइफ में, कॉर्पोरेट लाइफ में, कहीं भी जिस तरह भी लोगे, जैसे भी लोगे, उससे जो आपको फायदा होगा नहीं होएगा, हम उस चीज को आगे आने वाले इस कोर्स में पढ़ने वाले हैं. स्ट्रैटेजिक डिसीजन कैसे लेते हैं, क्या क्या चीजों को सोचा जाता है, बोर्ड मेंबर्स को, डायरेक्टर्स को, कंपनी को कैसे हेल्प करते हैं, जो स्ट्रैटेजिक डिसीजंस लेते हैं उनको इंप्लीमेंट कैसे किया जाता है, अचीव कैसे किया जाता है, एंड वो स्ट्रैटेजिक डिसीजन लेने से हमें क्या फायदा, क्या सस्टेनेबल, क्या कॉम्पिटिटिव एडवांटेज मिलने वाला है. ये सिलेबस है, ये सिलेबस बता रहा है और ये हम डील करने वाले हैं आने वाले यू कैन से 10-12 क्लासेस में एटलीस्ट. उसके अलावा जो एक्स्ट्रा क्लासेस होगी सो अलग. इन टोटल देयर आर अराउंड, आई विल से एज आई सेड, अराउंड 20 क्लासेस ऑफ 3 hours ईच. यहां पर अगर टेक्निकल टर्म में बात करें, the way the notes are written, what is a strategy? It is a pattern of activities that seeks to achieve the objectives of the organization and adopt its scope, resources and operations to environmental changes in the longer term. ऐसे definition है, but go in the word of every definition, माने every word, a pattern of activities which will help to achieve the objective of the organization and adopt its scope, resources and operations to environmental changes in the longer term. मैं इसको अपने से कोरिलेट कर रहा हूं. Suppose I am correlating with Saraf Academy. I'm not saying I am hero. I'm just correlating. In 2014, we started giving purely online classes. Before that, it was a class in the classroom, the physical classroom, which is still there. Now there is no classes conducted there. But since 2014, I started giving online classes because I foresee when I started teaching the international courses in 2009-10, CIMA, ACCA and all that, then I realized that I need to target students outside my local place, outside Kolkata, outside India. I realized that if I don't target the students outside my vicinity, I cannot survive. Then in that case, these courses don't have any meaning. If I will be able to operate at global level, if I will be able to operate at beyond at least Kolkata, at least India level, then I will be able to survive. There is any meaning of offering these products. So in 2009-10, when I started teaching ACCA, CIMA and all that, then in 2010 or 11, I developed the software. I means I'm not the software developer. Through a software person, developed the software. In that, what was there? I'm talking about 2010. That if I will take a class in my classroom physically, then that class can be uploaded in the software. And then the student will be able to see the recordings of that class sitting in home, any part of the world. But that class will be given to the student through CD or pen drive. पेन ड्राइव उस समय नहीं था, ज्यादातर सीडी और डीवीडी चलता था. And I remember in 2010 and 11, I got one student from UK, the first student for CIMA. And he said that you send me the classes, that is DVD and CD in UK. I will pay you the separate courier charges. You will realize that how that student come to know. भैया मैंने जो क्लास लिया YouTube पे डाल दिया. Because you will find my video since 2010 on YouTube. So he saw that video on YouTube, he liked that, and he was interested to take the class. Not possible for me to go to UK, stay there and teach him, then what will happen to Kolkata? And not possible for him also to come to India, Kolkata, and stay here and take the class. So bhaiya, I mean, then I thought that if there is a will, there is a way. When एक student और भी student है, those who will be ready to take the classes. But this medium is not working. So उनको सीडी डीवीडी देने के बाद हमने एक सॉफ्टवेयर बनाया, जिस सॉफ्टवेयर में सीडी डीवीडी नहीं देना पड़ेगा, आप रिकॉर्डिंग क्लास उससे देख सकते हो, लाइव नहीं होएगा. जूम एंड ऑल दैट वाज नॉट देयर, आपको रिकॉर्डिंग क्लास वहां से देखना होएगा. लेकिन सॉफ्टवेयर के अंदर यू अंडरस्टैंड इट इज अ 14 years ओल्ड थिंग. किस तरह का वो सॉफ्टवेयर था, क्या था, बहुत झमेला था. कभी लॉग इन नहीं हो रहा है, कभी ये हो रहा है, कभी वो हो रहा है. इट इज माने नॉट गुड फॉर द स्टूडेंट, फॉर मी, बोथ ऑफ अस. बट ठीक है, चलिए भैया, लाइव नहीं हो रहा है तो रिकॉर्डिंग तो मिल रहा है, कुछ पढ़ तो सकते हैं, कुछ बेनिफिट ले सकते हैं. Then I realized that there should be something that we need to do, that we need to have the online classes, not only recording, it's live. Then धीरे धीरे Zoom आया, the different software, so many software I changed. You understand that I foresee the environment. I understand that the environment will be there where you will be able to target students for the international courses from different parts of the world. और आज तो environment पूरा कोरोना के बाद चेंज हो चुका है. नॉर्मली स्टूडेंट को वैसे भी कोई फिजिकल क्लास में आना नहीं है. कोई कैलकाटा से आ भी जाता है तो कैलकाटा में उसको बोलते हैं भैया तुम क्लास में पूछने आ जाना, वो कभी नहीं आता है. इफ यू आर फ्रॉम कोलकाता, यू कैन कम इन माई ऑफिस, यू कैन आस्क योर डाउट्स, नो प्रॉब्लम. यू विल नेवर कम. There are student kids, 11 pass out, 12 pass out, comes in my office with our parents. The parent says that, sir, इसको तो online अच्छा नहीं लगेगा. I say to the parents, send him. I will clear his doubts. They will never come in single. बोला सर क्लास में तो सब कुछ हो रहा है ऑनलाइन, लाइव भी तो हो रहा है सर, क्या जरूरत है? जरूरत नहीं है सर. आने के टाइम पे बोलता लेकिन आता नहीं. So I foresee this. मैंने ये पहले से इमेजिन कर लिया था. और अभी तो ऑनलाइन क्लासेस सभी ऑफर कर रहे हैं. I'm not the alone, I mean to say. You can say that with my activities, software development, IT, with increasing the skills, understanding the syllabus content, making the materials, teaching the students, making them pass, with my activities, forcing the environment, forcing the changes in the environment, with my knowledge scope, I know the things I can teach, and with those resources, that is my technology and all the things, I have ventured into some strategy. And that strategy is reaping the benefits even now, and it is going to reap me the benefits for my balanced life. So the decision, the strategic decision taken by Saraf Academy was not for 1 day or 2 day or 1 year or 2 year. It was for the whole life. अगर कोई कंपनी है, गूगल है, एप्पल है, they are making a new type of mobile phone, they are targeting Indian market, this market, कोई मोटर कार कंपनी, any company, they are doing their activities. They are doing the activities in their domain, in their area of business, in their interest, for the resources and all that which they have there. They foresee what going to be the environment in future. मान लीजिए सोलर एनर्जी, बहुत सारे लोग सोलर एनर्जी काम कर रहे हैं. मोदी जी बोलते हैं 5 साल में पूरा इंडिया को सोलर बना देंगे. दैट्स द एम्बिशन. अभी जब बजट अभी फरवरी में आएगा फिर से, अगेन इन द बजट दे विल बी सेइंग सो मेनी थिंग्स अबाउट सोलर एनर्जी एंड ऑल दैट. रिन्यूएबल एनर्जी रिसोर्सेस, प्रोटेक्टिंग एनवायरमेंट, सस्टेनेबिलिटी. ये एरिया तो आने वाला 15-20 साल है. आपको उस एरिया में क्या करना है, क्या हो सकता है, आपके पास क्या स्कोप है, आप उसमें क्या कर सकते हो, अपनी एक्टिविटी से उसको जीतिए, करिए. Whenever we talk of strategy, it is not for tomorrow. It is 5 years, 10 years down the road. You need to foresee the future. You need to project the market. You need to project the demand. You need to project the regulatory environment, IT, this, that. You need to see your strength, internal strength. You need to see your weakness. What are the opportunities you will be getting? And then you will be doing that now. You started doing now to get the benefits after 5 years, 10 years. That is called a strategic decision. Day to day, we all are doing all the things every day. I am teaching, you are studying, you are going to office. वो तो डे टू डे काम. उससे तो आज भी वही है, 10 साल बाद भी वही रहेगा. Suppose you must have seen non-educated person. Somebody is sitting as a security guard in your building. वो security guard 15 साल बाद भी वहां security guard ही बना रहता है. क्या तजामुल जी, वो security guard को आगे जाने का मन नहीं है क्या? हाँ? कि he is standing at the same place as a security guard 10 years earlier also and 10 years later also. He don't want to grow.
Yes, sir, you are very much right, because the major threat in upcoming is basically technological changes, leverages, and the way you interpret that, basically environmental protection, the renewable energy. So these are all strategic thinking is basically to anticipate the future, to predict the future, and to forecast the future. The rest is operational. Thank you, sir.
My question is that a security guard, maybe in your building or in your premises, there is a security guard. In my building, everybody building premises, there is a security person. Why that security person is always doing the same security job for whole life?
Because of his mental domain. If he has no,
he's never a strategic thinker, sir. He's never.
Yeah, true. Very right, sir.
He's never seeing just from here to here also. He just knew that today I will get up, I will change the dress, I will make my food, and I will be on the gate, and I will be sitting there. I'm not questioning he's a bad person. Please understand. I'm not questioning that he's a bad human being. But why that a security person is always doing that only for the whole life? Huh? That means we understand that they cannot think strategically. उनका दिमाग में वो strategic thinking है ही नहीं ना. There are many educated persons are also staying at the same level. The level doesn't mean that you start earning more. Obviously, when your level will increase, you will start earning more. But the question is not of earning, but doing different things, doing adventurous things, doing something which will be helping to more people, doing something which will be helping to your family, your vicinity. वो तो एक educated person ambitious होगा तभी सोच पाएगा ना. स्ट्रैटेजी उसी को बोलते हैं. हर ऑर्गेनाइजेशन अच्छा स्ट्रैटेजी नहीं लगा पाती. ऑर्गेनाइजेशन भी बहुत कम है जो ग्रो कर पाते हैं, जो अलग स्टूडेंट को माने अलग मार्केट को टारगेट कर पाते हैं, अलग प्रोडक्ट ले आ पाते हैं, अलग से यू कैन से अपने ऑर्गेनाइजेशन के अंदर चेंज ला पाते हैं. वैसे कम ही हैं. हम लोग को ये सिलेबस ये समझा रहा है कि हम ऑर्गेनाइजेशन को उस पाथ पे ले जाएंगे, हम वो स्ट्रैटेजिक थिंकिंग प्रोसेस वहां डेवलप करेंगे, हम वो स्ट्रैटेजिक थिंकिंग को अप्लाई करके ऑर्गेनाइजेशन को नई ऊंचाइयों पे ले जाएंगे. ये सब्जेक्ट आपको, ये कोर्स आपको ये समझा रहा है. एंड दिस इज नॉट द कॉमन मैन जॉब, दिस इज ओनली द सीनियर लेवल पर्सन जॉब. अगर ऑर्गेनाइजेशन में जूनियर पर्सन है, ऑपरेशन स्टाफ है, वो लोग का भी गति वो चपरासी जैसा ही है. दे स्टे देयर ओनली फॉर होल लाइफ with the same job, with the same post, with the same clerk and all that, because they don't want to grow. आपको यहां पर ये चीज समझाया जा रहा है, ये सिलेबस ऐसा बता रहा है कि आप स्ट्रैटेजिक डिसीजंस कैसे लोगे, लॉन्ग टर्म कैसे बनोगे, क्या टेक्निक लगाओगे, क्या क्या एनालिसिस करोगे, so that your strategic decision will be in the right direction for you and for the organization for which you are serving. as a finance manager, as a management accountant, as a, you can say CEO, CFO, whatever level you say, how you can take strategic decisions. It involves setting the future plans of the organization and requires a detailed understanding of the organization, resources, environment, and stakeholders. Organization के पास man, machine, capital, labor क्या क्या है? Organization किस environment मतलब I'm not saying that it is summer, winter and all that. Environment मतलब आपका बिजनेस इन्वायरमेंट में रेगुलेशंस क्या क्या है, क्या क्या नया चेंजेस होने वाला है, कौन कॉम्पिटिटर आने वाले हैं, कौन सा नया प्रोडक्ट आने, दैट इज कॉल्ड बिजनेस इन्वायरमेंट. वी आर टॉकिंग अबाउट बिजनेस इन्वायरमेंट. स्टेक होल्डर्स मीन शेयर होल्डर, सप्लायर्स, फाइनेंसर्स, स्टाफ, मैनेजमेंट, एवरीबडी, government, regulatory authorities, all. It involves setting the future plans of the organization and requires a detailed understanding of the organization, resources, environment, and stakeholders. Strategy can be undertaken at several levels within the organization. First of all, corporate at the top level, at board level. Which business we will be going in? मान लीजिए हम अगर ट्रेनिंग इंडस्ट्री में हैं तो हमको आगे जाते हुए और दूसरा कौन सा बिजनेस करना है, हमको कुछ नहीं करना है. ट्रेनिंग इज बेटर. आई एम एंजॉयिंग. I can launch new courses in the training, but I'm not interested because that is my forte, that is my strength, that is my knowledge, that is the thing I have done whole life. So why I will be changing my business? But in the training, there are so many things possible. So which business and market we are going to go in? That will be taken by senior board level members only. Acquisition, आप किसी को टेक ओवर करोगे, कोई बिजनेस को डिस्पोजल करोगे, कोई नए बिजनेस में जाओगे, कोई नई इंडस्ट्री में जाओगे, वहां से निकलोगे. This is called corporate strategic decisions. It's not easy to take, man. For taking this, what steps, how you will implement this, that is our syllabus. Business management, that is managerial level decisions. Managerial level decisions are mainly decisions which are related with a particular department or a division. Suppose when we are taking decision for entire ITC company, then it is corporate strategic decisions. But when we are taking decision for ITC tobacco, ITC fast moving consumer goods, FMCG, ITC hotel, ITC paper, ITC जो भी, when we are taking the decisions for a particular division or a department, strategic decisions, then they are called business management decisions. How can each strategic business unit achieve competitive advantage? What is competitive advantage? You are able to satisfy your customers better than your competitor. How? Because of the quality or because of the lower price. दो ही तरह से कॉम्पिटिटिव एडवांटेज आ सकता है. आप 50 बात सोच लीजिए. अल्टीमेटली दे आर गोइंग बॉइलिंग इनटू टू थिंग्स. आइदर यू कैन ऑफर कॉम्पिटिटिव एडवांटेज बाय बेटर प्रोडक्ट एंड सर्विस टू योर कस्टमर्स, और you can offer the product and services at a lower price than your competitor to the customers. आप ये दो में से कोई भी एक चीज कर सकते हैं तो आपके पास ये कॉम्पिटिटिव एडवांटेज है. आप बोलेंगे मैं तो दोनों कर सकता हूं. Normally, the theory says that both the things are not possible. If you want to offer better quality, you cannot achieve at a lower cost. And if you want to focus on cost, you cannot give better quality. The theory says, I'm not fighting with anybody in the class. Sir, better quality with the lowest price is possible. हाँ भाई, possible है. इच्छा तो वही है. But normally the theoretical explanation says that if the better quality you want to focus, forget about cost. Forget. Because if you offer premium, customer will go for the premium. But if you want to focus on the cost, forget about premium. Just focus on economies of scale. How can you offer the product and services at lowest price as compared to your competitors? You will have the competitive advantage. So आप अगर टोबैको की बात कर रहे हैं, आप अगर FMCG की बात कर रहे हैं, आप होटल की बात कर रहे हैं, आप उसमें कॉम्पिटिटिव एडवांटेज कैसे लाओगे? सपोज Tajamul is, you can say, controller of ITC tobacco division. अब उसको tobacco division में competitive advantage develop करना है, either by product quality or by cost advantage, whatever is possible. For example, meeting the needs of customers through offering products at a price that is lower than the competitor. यहाँ में ऐसे.
Sir,
yes, sir.
Sorry to disturb. One question, sir. Either we have to compromise on the profitability or we have to go to economies of scale if we have to do that things.
We will never compromise. If you are competitive, why you need to compromise on profits, sir? If you are competitive, you will be earning more than your competitors. How? If you are able to offer quality, then you are charging premium price, then the profit will increase. And if you are focusing on economies of scale, you are able to offer at a lower price. Then the quantity will increase because you are able to offer at a lower price. Profit will increase. A competitive advantageous organization will never generate lesser income. Their income will be maximum, sir. For that reason, you are said as you are having a competitive advantage. Think, sir.
Sir, leverage can be technological, leverage can be,
Whatever
high scale, whatever can be.
Ah.
So where, if we are not compromising on
you are
profit,
maximum as compared to anybody. In the field, you are the leader. In the field, you are earning maximum. In the field, your sales are maximum. That way, sir.
okay, thank you.
It can never be said as that you are compromising income to generate competitive advantage. Maybe sometime you are talking about a not-for-profit oriented organization. Suppose ACCA Institute, CMA Institute, all are not for profit. They are not fighting for profit. They are fighting for better market share. They are fighting for that the student all over the world should be doing CMA. A student all over the world is doing CIMA. A student all over the world doing ACCA. So if they are able to capture the maximum market, maybe the profit is less. For them, the competitive advantage is capturing the better market. So for a not-for-profit oriented organization, you can say this. But for a profit-oriented organization, you can't say this.
It means then these companies will adopt the market penetration strategy instead of niche strategy. Am I right, sir?
Now, market penetration means you are selling kuda, you are selling garbage, everybody will buy. So market penetration we always use with the strategy where the products are offered at a very low price. Not essential that when you follow the market penetration strategy, then only you will become a competitive, because your target is only cream customers. Your target is only wealthier customer. But all wealthier customer are coming to you. They are not going to your competitor. That is also, you can say, the strategy. That also can be possible for a not-for-profit oriented organization. So it is not essential that you will be going with the penetration strategy only.
Each marketing is required. You have to identify the specialized,
Yes,
rich
which
person.
market, which product, which service, which customer, who are the competitors, what I want to achieve, how I can achieve, what is strength I have, what environment I am thinking going forward. Then this can be decided, sir. And this is a never-ending process. Because if you have the competitive advantage in something, people will copy you. They will be imitating you. Maybe 6 months, maybe 1 year, maybe 2 years. Because Samsung or anybody started Android technology. Now every company is offering Android phone. So the competitive advantage by doing something will be there for some time. But then everybody will copy. And once it is copied, now the competitive advantage gone. By that time, others will copy. You need to be ready with another competitive advantage. It's a never-ending process, sir. And for that reason, strategy need to be made again and again. It's not one day affair.
Okay.
So business management is relating to a particular division or a department. And then the third is functional level strategy, which is for a day-to-day small functions, HR, marketing, inventory, all these. आप बोलेंगे कि sir, one time, which I also think always whenever I study strategy and all that, I also think that when we are saying strategy is for long term, for this, that, for the whole organization, then why the books are saying that the strategy can be taken at different levels within the organization. And they are talking about corporate level, managerial level, and functional level also. अरे functional level तो day to day काम है ना, तो यहाँ पर strategy का बात कहाँ से आया? Whenever we are saying strategy, it is 5 years, 10 years down the road. So why we are saying at functional level, there is a strategic decision? Why?
Sir, in order to foresee the operational risk, that what will be the risk in form of operations, in terms of employees turnover, in terms of for example, if we have a production machine, what is the aging of the machine? So all these are all if we don't have a strategy, so it may affect our operations.
If I will say that my operations earlier was taking classes in a physical format in a classroom. And now the operations is there is the classes. This is operation, daily classes. every day. Just now I have taken a class, already 2 classes done. This is the 3rd batch going on. Already 6.5 hours I already taught. So you can say that now I am taking the classes with a computer, with a laptop, with a camera, with this. The operations have changed. But the operations have changed strategically. If you take a strategic decision for your business, taking over another organization, doing different business, then you need to change your operations also. Those operational changes are not for 1 day, 2 day. They are for the whole life. So they are called as operational strategic decisions. In a bigger organization, at operational level also operations head are there. At managerial level also managerial head are there. At corporate strategic level also corporate head are there. Corporate head are called board of directors. Management head are called divisions head. And the operations head are called HR head, marketing head, IT head, this, that. All are taking strategic decisions. I'm talking about an organization having 1 lakh persons working. 1 lakh persons में operations है, divisions है और whole organization है. सब level पे long term thinking process है. तो functional और operational level पे भी है. वहां पर भी होते हैं सर. मेरे यहाँ नहीं है सर. हमारे यहाँ इतना division नहीं है. This much hierarchy I don't have. है? But where you all are working, if the organization is having 10,000, 15,000 employees, they have all the 3 levels. The strategy are being made at all 3 levels. And all these strategies are interrelated. The corporate strategy will affect the whole organization. The management strategy will affect the specific business unit. And the functional strategy will affect the specific functions, specific operations. But they are all interrelated. And if all these 3 are in synchronized, they are being done properly, then we will be able to achieve competitiveness. Then we will be say we are better than others.
Sir, here we need some more insight and wisdom from you, that when we are talking about operational strategy, mean operational line of action. Strategy mean line of action.
Daily production, daily factory management, daily marketing, daily IT jobs, that I am taking. Operations, which we are doing regularly. In those also we need to change. Change of IT system, change of marketing strategy, change of training to staff, motivation, the change of salary payment to them. Those things happens. Those things are happening not for once, for a long term. When it is happening for long term, they are the strategic decisions only. But they will be done on regular basis. So somebody will think that operations is not strategic. When the operational changes are there for a longer term view, then they are strategic decisions only.
Sir, we can say that basically it is adaptation of changes in operation. For example, in the past we were doing manual recruitment, application. Now we are online recruitment, all those things.
Yes, sir. And you can say that key, whenever we want to change something at operational level, the retaliation from the staff will be very high. Since the operations staff are those who are like the security guard, they don't want to change. If they are staying in the garbage, they want to stay in the garbage. If you take them to the heaven, they will not like. A rat wants to run in, what do you say, drains only. If you take him in the heaven, he will not be interested. So changing operational level strategies, changing their mind is very, very daunting and difficult task. In Kolkata, Lal Jhanda, red flag. We will not work on computer. The manual system is very good. How much difficult it is to make them understand that working on the computer will be far easier. Similarly, working on AI will be much better than working manually on different things. People are saying that AI will take the job. Eric, how it will take the job here? It will create the job. Why it will take the job? But if you are go on doing the mundane type of things which does not have any skill, then obviously it will take your job. You need to grow yourself, man.
Sir, people are saying that IT will replace your job.
No,
so
sir.
how you will anticipate, because teaching and all those things are mostly
Maybe I'm telling you.
I'm sorry to say that this one, but just to get more insight.
Yeah, we have done debate on this many times in the class. Again, one time for 5 minutes. Suppose presently you all can study on your own with better resources available. You don't want a teacher actually, because you can go on ChatGPT, you can do research, You have so many AI platforms. I have not used all of them. You can use YouTube. So many free videos are there. So many things are there. Why there is a teacher required? Huh? That means AI is taking my job. A student will not come. I never think along those lines, sir. I'm giving you a simple example. I have, suppose, 4 or 5 staff who are doing marketing for my courses, editing videos, making leaflets, making some write-up on the social media, messaging with you, connecting with you. They are educated. They are graduates. Somebody is arts graduate, somebody is science graduate, somebody is commerce graduate, somebody is doing after working with me doing CIMA and ACCA. वो भी कर रहे हैं सर, वो भी लोग पढ़ रहे हैं, मेरे पास काम कर रहे हैं. Suppose I want to, there is a case study of CIMA or there is your case study, and relating to that case study I want to know something. जब मैं चैट जीपी पे रिसर्च करूंगा, जब मैं कुछ वहां पर डालूंगा, पता लगाऊंगा, और मेरा स्टाफ लोग डालेगा, उसमें जमीन आसमान का अंतर होगा. द रिसोर्सेस आर सेम. हमारे पास चैट जीपीटी कोई अलग जवाब देने नहीं आया है. चैट जीपीटी है, गूगल है. But my staff is doing the research. They are getting the outcome from the chat GPT, and Prakash Saraf is getting the outcome from the chat GPT. There is a hell lot of difference. Why, sir? Why? So winners don't do different things. They do things differently, sir. The question is that.
So it means there is always place on the top. So it means when you give question or query to ChatGPT,
how you are getting that query? You are saying that tell me this. Arey, kya tell me this? Say the situation to ChatGPT. I am in this position. I have this experience. I have done this. I am thinking this. I want this. I want to reply to this person. I want this thing for this purpose. Then they will give you proper write-up, sir. उतना तो वो सोचते ही नहीं है ना यार. AI तो उनके पास भी है, वो कहां सोच रहे हैं. और उसके बाद भी मान लीजिए चैट जीपीटी ने कुछ गलती दे दिया, because chat GPT is not science, chat GPT is not God. The data which is incorporated in the system, they are giving that. तो इतना दिमाग भी तो होना चाहिए ना कि what wrong there, that is wrong.
Sir, so it means you are saying man behind the gun is important. Thank you.
Sir. Yes, sir. Monotonous job AI will take. I understand. Maybe suppose you know that in many airports and many places, there is no human being. All is going through AI from top to bottom. The security check, the entry in Kolkata or India, there is app, which we say DG Yatra app. I generally laugh on people. Why? You understand? Suppose in the queue, there are 200 persons standing and they are going one by one. And there is a DG Yatra app. You upload that, your tickets and all that in that app. It is very simple. You don't need to enter in the queue. You are going like a Raja, like a Prime Minister. So my son was telling me, we went just for roaming for 3-4 days, कि पापा ये लोग क्यों ऐसे खड़ा है. हम बोला इनको बताओ जाके. बोला क्या इसमें. I told him, I updated him the DG app in his mobile phone, and with because he is minor, so parents पहले डालना पड़ता है. अब वो अपने आप ही जा रहा है. तो उसमें दिमाग लगाने का क्या है. उनको दिमाग लगाना नहीं है सर. The problem is ignorance, aminal excusat. Ignorance is the problem, sir. When AI is there, who is using AI, sir? When the something can be done very fast, very easy, you understand. I have a cook in my house. When we saw a video, okay, you make this item for us. He will not be able to make that item the way I can make. तो वो तो cook है, वो भी नहीं बना पाता यार. क्या इतना feeling ही नहीं है ना. When they are doing the work, they are not satisfied. They are not happy. If you are doing something, you are not satisfied, you are not happy. How can you give a better outcome, sir? Understand. AI is for help. AI is not to vanish you. AI is not for destroying you. It is for your help. Now it's you need to decide whether it is for your destruction or whether it is for your help. आप उसको हेल्प दोस्त समझिए तो वो आपको दोस्त बन के दिखाएगा. आप उसको डिस्ट्रक्टर मानेंगे तो डिस्ट्रक्शन ही करेगा ना सर. If there is a piston, you are putting a bullet against an enemy, it will kill him. But if you put the bullet against your friend, it will kill your friend. Bullet to bullet hai sir. You understand? So AI is good thing. जितना AI आएगा उतना बढ़िया होएगा दुनिया में यार. लोग आगे बढ़ेंगे, डेवलप करेंगे, चपरासी चपरासी नहीं रहेगा, लेकिन सबको अपना स्किल्स को बढ़ाना पड़ेगा ना। यू डोंट वांट टू इंक्रीज योर स्किल्स, यू वांट टू बी इन दैट रूम, दैट वे, दैट डोमेन, यू डोंट वांट, तो उससे तो कुछ फिर फायदा नहीं, फिर आपका तो जॉब जाएगा ही ना सर, क्यों नहीं जाएगा? You will be destroyed. Like we say in life, bigger animal eat small animal. So why the small animal letting them to be eaten by the bigger animal? Why not the small becomes bigger? The nature has given you all the things to fight. Fight, man. You need to bring that attitude that you can fight. Then only you can sustain. Otherwise तो कुछ होएगा नहीं सर। सो हम तो कभी नहीं डरता है कि स्टूडेंट चैट जीपीटी से पढ़ लेगा सर, हमसे पढ़ने नहीं आएगा। नहीं आएगा, 4 जन कम आएगा यार, ठीक है, no tension. But whenever I am teaching, I should be teaching with full happiness, full, you can say, josh. Maybe I have taken 2 classes, but in the 3rd class you all are new, you are not concerned how much time I have given another 2 batches and all that. When I am saying I have a batch, I need to give my 500%. I need to be happy in life, and problems are there in everybody's life, sir. No question. It doesn't relate with money. Problem, disrespect, or what do you say, down, up, ये लाइफ का पार्ट एंड पार्सल है। वन स्टूडेंट वाज सेइंग इन द प्रीवियस बैच, सर अभी हम लो है। हम बोला हम भी बहुत लो है सर, आपको कैसे बताएं? आई कैन नॉट से ऑल द पर्सनल प्रॉब्लम, बट आई एम वेरी लो, सो आई डोंट टीच, आई डोंट एंजॉय। अरे यार कैसे होता है यार, लाइफ है, ऊपर नीचे चलते रहेगा ना। योर पर्पस यू कैनॉट, माने you cannot leave away. You need to be always forefront, always going to do the things in the best way possible. That's my thinking process, sir. Strategic planning क्यों जरूरी है? We will think about forward. We will be getting from environmental changes. We will be using our resources in better way. It will be giving direction to our organization, to our life. Targets for performance and clear organizational goals. But whenever you do strategic planning, now everybody understand this. You get up in the morning, you do some basic thing, you do some puja, pray and all that. Then you went to office, coming back, this, that, looking at, अरे यार सोचने का टाइम कहाँ है कि 5 साल बाद क्या करेंगे, क्या होएगा? टाइम है क्या? When you will think idle, nobody is allowing you. So it is very time consuming process. Strategic thinking cannot be done very fast. Strategic thinking requires time. Maybe you are thinking for 4 days, 5 days, क्या करेंगे नहीं करेंगे, और कोई आउटकम नहीं निकला. So it is waste of time, waste of money, waste of resources. Difficult in rapidly changing environment. How much AI will change? How much changes will be happening in a particular product or business? How you will forecast? How speedily it will change? अभी 4-5 साल पहले हम सीमा में केस स्टडी पढ़ाता था, तो हम बोलता था भैया हमको ऑनलाइन सेल करना है कि नहीं सोचना पड़ेगा। अब मैं ऐसा बोलता हूं भैया ऑनलाइन सेल नहीं करेंगे तो खत्म है। नॉट ओनली क्लासेस, इफ यू डोंट हैव ऑनलाइन ऐप, वेबसाइट एंड ऑल दैट मीन्स यू आर फिनिश मैन। सो 5 years down the road, the rapidity of change we don't know, and now the 5 years, after 5 years, the change has, I mean to say, not imagined 5 years back. Teaching CIMA case study only. In the class, I said something else 5 years back, and now something else. You understand? So if you make your strategy thinking that this is going to happen, maybe everything will not happen in that way. Stifle innovations. Stifle मतलब maybe less, maybe more. आपने सोचा इनोवेशन बहुत जल्दी होगा, इसका काम आएगा, हुआ ही नहीं। बहुत जोर का इनोवेशन हो गया, टेक्नोलॉजी खत्म, कोडैक एंड ऑल दैट फिनिश्ड। Can missed in unplanned opportunities. आप स्ट्रैटेजिक डेवलपमेंट कर रहे हैं, आपने सोचा ऐसा होगा, आप उसके लिए तैयार नहीं थे, आपने वो डेवलपमेंट नहीं किया, गड़बड़ हो गया। ब्यूरोक्रेटिक बड़ा जो ऑर्गेनाइजेशन है, हायरार्की है, गवर्नमेंट, और उसमें तो स्ट्रैटेजिक डिसीजन लेने में ही, इंप्लीमेंट करने में ही नानी याद आ जाएगा। बिकॉज टू मेक देम अंडरस्टैंड, टू गेट देम अप्रूवल, वेरी डिफिकल्ट, लेस रेलेवेंट इन अ क्राइसिस। जब आग लगती है तो पानी ही चाहिए, तब ये नहीं सोचा जाता कि कौन सा चीज से बुझाया जा सकता है भाई। सो इन द टाइम ऑफ क्राइसिस, ऑल स्ट्रैटेजी धरा का धरा। If we want to take those strategic decisions which they are saying, So this is a model, very famous model written in your material, in CIMA material, in ACCA material, in Indian courses material, the JSW approach for strategic development. For strategic development, the whole world is saying that we want 3 types of things. One is analysis, this is your part A. One is strategic choice, which is your part B. One is strategy into action, implementation, part C. मतलब ये तीनों ही तो पूरा सिलेबस है हम लोग का. ये सेक्शन ए है 25%. Strategic choice and competitiveness is section B, which is 40%. And strategic into action, implementation is 40 plus 25, 65, 35%. यही तो है हम लोग का. ये सिलेबस ही तो ये JSW मॉडल को सिलेबस बना दिया गया है. कॉम्पिटिटिव स्ट्रेटेजी एनालिसिस ये सिलेबस बन गया. स्ट्रेटेजिक एनालिसिस, टू टेक स्ट्रेटेजिक डिसीजंस यू नीड टू डू एनालिसिस ऑफ एनवायरमेंट, analysis of your internal strength, analysis of the opportunities, analysis of the industry, suppliers, buyers, competitors, market, product, this, that, all analysis you need to do. When the analysis will be done, then based on the analysis, you will decide which product, which market, takeover, mergers, self-development, what are the options available, what are the choices available. And whatever the choice you will decide, you will implement that. In implementing that, you need to take into consideration legal laws, risk, resources, finance, और उसको time पे implement करना, you can say project management. So this is, you can say options available based on your analysis. This is whatever the option you selected, implementation. And before selecting the option available, you need to do the analysis. So मैंने ये सब analysis करके FMAA और CSCA चालू किया. Implementation हो गया, आज implementation चल तो रहा है ये, ठीक है. और भी नया implementation कर रहे हैं. We are starting enrolled agent. We are starting through another faculty CPA, because it is difficult for me to teach CPA with the time constraint. So enrolled agent and CPA we are starting from January 11th and 12th, free class, 11th, 12th, both the day. So you can say that ACCA, CIMA, CPA, CMA, then CSCA, FMAA, Diploma IFRS, enrolled agent and CPA. More products by involving somebody else also. And I always believe that if you are joining any course anywhere, and if you are not getting the demo, if you are not knowing the faculty, how he is teaching, whether you are satisfied with the faculty or not, you should not be joining any course anywhere. Maybe that is one of the best organization of the world. But who is the person who is going to teach you? Are you liking his way of teaching? Are you satisfied? Whether you like, then only you join now. Because you are betting on the faculty. You are believing on the teacher, not on the course. तो आप कर रहे हैं क्योंकि आपको कोर्स अच्छा लग रहा है. अब कोर्स आप कहां से करेंगे, वो तो सब कुछ फैकल्टी पे डिपेंडेंट है. ऑर्गेनाइजेशन से कोई मतलब नहीं. जिससे आप पढ़ेंगे, जिससे आप पढ़ना चाहते हो, उसमें दम कैसा है, कैसा पढ़ाता है, अच्छा लगता है कि नहीं, मजा आता है कि नहीं, वो कोई बता नहीं सकता, वो फील किया जा सकता है. आई विल से आई एम ए वेरी गुड टीचर. हु इज आई एम? If suppose Aman is saying, sir, you are very good teacher. Aman कौन है? हर्षल अलग है, मरियम अलग है, सबका अपना अपना फीलिंग है. Maybe I am good for somebody, I am not good for somebody else. So you can say that I always believe, place on the plate the quality, that this is the thing. And if you like, come. If you don't like, don't come. So the courses which will be taught by other person, he is giving demo video, demo class, free class. And at the same time, when you talk to him, when you understand with him, whether he has the capability to convince you, to help you, to clear your doubts, that you will be able to understand in the class. And if you feel that that person has that capability, if he feels that he has that capability, then the winning situation will arise. If not, then finish. After few months, it's finished. When we are saying analysis, the syllabus 25%, it includes internal and external analysis. Internal analysis is basically strength and weakness. External analysis is basically opportunities and threats. For internal analysis, there are different models. Resource audit, value chain. For external analysis, there are different models. PEST model, Porter's diamond model, then Porter 5 forces model, different models are there. Is this essential that you need to remember the name of the model? They are not going to ask questions, neither in objective type model basis. But the knowledge of the model will help you to make strategies. The knowledge of the model will help you to answer the questions in the exams. But remembering the model name and all that not required. ठीक है, जो भी है. Strategic analysis involves internal and external analysis. That internal analysis, external analysis we will be doing at corporate level. At, you can say, what is the company's mission, vision, and objectives? By analyzing the corporate target, long-term objectives and all that, by analyzing the mission and vision, we will be able to find the gap. What the company is doing, what they will be able to achieve, what they want to achieve. What is the gap? And we will be able to close that gap with the second area, 40%, that is developing a new product, a new market, takeover, mergers, this, that is strategic choices. And once we decide something, then we'll implement. While implementing, we need to think about regulation, resources, then environment, everybody. Then in that case, we will be able to implement the strategy. And again, when something is done, again, we start from here. This is a never-ending process. Will continue, go on like this. आपको analysis 25% है, choice 40% है, and implementation 35% है. जो मैंने शुरू में बोला, strategic drift. जिस तरह से environment change हो रहा है, हम अपने change को उतना तीव्रता से नहीं कर रहे हैं. Environment बहुत जल्दी change हो रहा है, हम धीरे जा रहे हैं, खत्म हो जाएंगे. Suppose somebody, before Corona, the online classes were very less. Only physical model were there. There are many who adopted the online model very fast. Before the Corona only, they were ready. I was so ready in advance only. But अगर कोई ready नहीं हुआ और तो अभी वो सोचेगा कोरोना चला गया तो भी कौन सा फिजिकल क्लासेस हो रहा है. कोई भी क्लास के लिए बच्चा लोग, बड़ा लोग, कोई फिजिकल क्लासरूम में नहीं आता है. कौन टाइम वेस्ट करेगा आने का, जाने का? भैया सामने सामने. फ्लेक्सिबिलिटी, ईज. तो स्ट्रैटेजिक ड्रिफ्ट मतलब अगर आप अपना बिजनेस को उस तरह से चेंज नहीं करेंगे जिस तरह से इन्वायरमेंट चेंज हो रहा है, यू विल फिनिश. कोडैक, सीडी, डीवीडी, any company, any businesses are fully finished because the environment was changing like this and your change was like this. So at this point, you are vanished. They are saying that based on time, the amount of change happening in the market, maybe because of IT, because of customer fashion, taste, because of income level, because of economy, because of war, because of 1,000 things, man. I don't know. You don't know. कोई भी चीज के कारण चेंज आपके इंडस्ट्री में इस तरह से हो रहा है. ये ऊपर वाला चेंज जो हो रहा है, इन्वायरमेंट इज चेंजिंग लाइक दिस, बट द ऑर्गेनाइजेशन इज चेंजिंग लाइक दिस. एट दिस लेवल, द इंक्रीमेंटल चेंज यू कैन रियलाइज. द चेंज इन द मार्केट एंड द चेंज इन द ऑर्गेनाइजेशन इज वेरी वेरी गैप. देन यहां तक आते आते और आगे आते आते आपको बहुत जोर का डिफरेंस दिख रहा है. मार्केट में सब क्या कर रहे हैं, क्या हो रहा है, आप तो यहीं खड़े हैं और फिर तो आप यहीं घूम रहे हैं, करें ना करें, हैन तैन. फ्लक्स मींस गड़बड़ हो चुका है, दुनिया बहुत अलग है और आप यहीं पर खड़े हैं. आपका बोर्ड मेंबर्स, उनमें लीडरशिप क्वालिटी नहीं है, डिसीजन लेने का दम नहीं है, दे आर नॉट डूइंग द थिंग्स. अब यहां से या तो आप सीधा यहां पहुंच जाइए या यहां. IBM यहां से सीधा यहां पहुंच गया था. IBM इज ए एग्जाम्पल. दे वेयर अंडर स्ट्रैटेजिक ड्रिफ्ट, दे वेयर अंडर फ्लक्स, बट यहां पहुंच के सीधा यहां पहुंच गया. दे हैव नॉट डिस्ट्रॉयड, बट कोडैक डिस्ट्रॉयड, नोकिया destroyed, any CD DVD player destroyed. They have not been able to go here, but IBM is a company gone here with their development and all that. Just the diagram is saying that why there is in any organization strategic drift. Why? Change is the only thing which is constant. If the world is changing, environment is changing, you need to change yourself. You need to adopt the changes. आप अगर changes को adopt नहीं करेंगे, कुछ होने वाला नहीं है. आप धीरे धीरे करके खत्म ही होने वाले हैं. So normally all security guard are like this. The changes are happening like this and they are here only. So they will at the end die only. Nothing will happen. The greater the drift, the more changes that is required. जितना जोर का मार्केट में चेंज होगा, आप उतना नीचे जाते जाएंगे, आपको उतना जोर का दम लगाना होगा, बिकॉज नहीं तो आप खत्म हो जाएंगे. हाउ टू अवॉइड स्ट्रैटेजिक ड्रिफ्ट? Regularly assess the environment both in its current and its expected format. Strategic drift से अपने आप को बचाना है. तो रेगुलरली मार्केट में क्या चेंज हो रहा है, क्या होने वाला है, उसको यूज करिए। जैसे मान लीजिए चैट जीपीटी आया, 1-1.5 साल हुआ होगा, याद नहीं है सर कितना साल हुआ, 2 साल हुआ है क्या, आई डोंट नो। Suppose initially came, I was not using it. I was following the same principle of teaching with my knowledge, with my books and all that. But फिर मैंने देखा यार कोई बुक खोलने का जरूरत थोड़ी ना है, चैट जीपीटी तो सब दे रहा है बहुत सुंदर से। Nowadays I do what? Today I have not done, but normally I am doing what? Today is my first class for FM. I have already taught for 20 years. What type of example I should take in the class so that I can cover the entire curriculum and can engage the student in a better way. The syllabus content are FM का syllabus पूरा लिख दिया. Please advise me with some example what I can give in the class. तो अब you understand, sir. I am making Chat GPT my friend. I am not treating Chat GPT as my enemy. But if I will ask my staff कि मेरे को आज पढ़ाने के लिए क्या एग्जाम्पल देना चाहिए, वो क्या बोलेगा अभी जानते हो सर. So for me, Chat GPT is a friend. For me, he is not an enemy. Because I will be able to grow by use of Chat GPT. By using AI, I am growing. By using AI, I am not destroying myself. Because I am not considering AI as a destructor. I am considering AI as a developer, as a helper. So regularly assess the environment, both in its current and expected future state. आप दुनिया में चेंज जा रहा है, आपको मतलब ही नहीं है क्या हो रहा है, आप अपना किताब में ही घूमे हुए, ऐसे थोड़ी ना होता है। दुनिया में क्या हो रहा है, कहां बम फटा, कहां क्या हुआ, कहां पर क्या अपॉर्चुनिटी आया, कहां पर रिसेशन है, कहां पर इंटरेस्ट रेट चेंज हो। हम लोग फाइनेंस पर्सन है ना, फाइनेंस, बिजनेस, मार्केट, तो ये सब चीज तो ध्यान देते रहना पड़ेगा। जब टाइम मिले कोई ऐप खोल लिया, पढ़ लिया, जब टाइम मिले न्यूज देख लिया, देखना पड़ेगा भाई। अदरवाइज एआई हमको क्या, हमको तो खत्म ही कर देगा यार। इफ एनीथिंग इज हैपनिंग एंड आई एम नॉट रेडी टू अंडरस्टैंड दैट, हाउ आई। साथ में हेल्थ वगैरह भी ध्यान देना है, नहीं बोल रहा 24 घंटा ही है, बट कुछ टाइम तो इसके लिए निकालना होगा भाई। मार्केट में क्या आ रहा है, क्या नहीं आ रहा है। ऑब्वियसली व्हेन you are adding certain extra things, then the pressure will have. You need to handle the pressure. You need to delegate the work. अब मान लीजिए चपरासी भी 12 घंटा 14 घंटा काम करता है और एलन मस्क भी 12 और 14 घंटा काम करता है, लेकिन एलन मस्क क्या है, मस्क मस्त है, और हम लोग क्या है, यू अंडरस्टैंड। सो वी नीड टू अंडरस्टैंड दैट एआई इज फॉर आवर हेल्प, नॉट फॉर डिस्ट्रक्शन ऑफ अस। हैव फ्लेक्सिबल सिस्टम फॉर रिएक्टिंग टू चेंजेस इन द इन्वायरमेंट। इतना जल्दी से आपका सिस्टम हो कि कोई भी चेंज को आप फटाफट इंप्लीमेंट कर दें। बिगर ऑर्गेनाइजेशन ऑल्सो लाइक चाइना, कोरोना हैपेंड, हाउ दे डेवलप्ड द बेड्स एंड ऑल दैट फॉर कोरोना पर्सन। इंडिया ने भी सीखा, लेकिन चाइना का तो ग्रुप अलग ही है ना यार, इतना फ्लेक्सिबल कि जो जरूरत हो फटाफट हो जाए भाई। मे बी दे आर, माने वी फाइट विद चाइना एंड पाकिस्तान एंड ऑल दैट, दैट्स अदर थिंग, बट दैट इज देयर गुड थिंग। They are very flexible, they are able to adjust very fast. You can say that because of the political system they have. Here तो we need to take approval from everybody. The bureaucracy is there. वहां तो वो सब है नहीं, जिनपिंग बोलेगा करना होगा सबको, बात खत्म, नहीं तो एकदम डंडा ठंडा हो गया। ब्रेक डाउन बैरियर्स टू चेंज बाय हैविंग एन ऑर्गेनाइजेशनल। अगर आपको स्ट्रैटेजिक ड्रिफ्ट को हटाना है तो इन्वायरमेंट को हर समय ध्यान में रखिए, फ्लेक्सिबिलिटी इंप्रूव करिए। ब्रेक डाउन बैरियर्स टू चेंज बाय हैविंग एन ऑर्गेनाइजेशन कल्चर। कोई भी बोलेगा ये नहीं करेंगे, नहीं हो सकता, उसको निकाल दीजिए। एवरीथिंग इज पॉसिबल इन दिस वर्ल्ड, नथिंग इज इम्पॉसिबल। इम्पॉसिबल स्टार्ट्स विथ आई एम पॉसिबल, है ना। These are jokes only. Have clear understanding of the mission and objectives in order to understand. आपका बिजनेस क्या है, मिशन क्या है, विजन क्या है, आपके दिमाग में ऑलवेज होना चाहिए, उसके अकॉर्डिंगली स्ट्रैटेजी बननी चाहिए। Have strong leaders who can take fast decisions, who can take aggressive decisions, who can lead, who can guide, then only the strategic drift will not be happening. Have strong leaders who are willing and able to make changes to organizational direction and strategy. अगर आपको स्ट्रैटेजिक ड्रिफ्ट को रोकना है, बिकॉज मार्केट का चेंजेस को आप नहीं रोक पाओगे। एआई चेंज, फैशन चेंज, कस्टमर चेंज, डिमांड चेंज, रेगुलेटरी चेंज, वॉर, क्लाइमेट चेंज, व्हाटएवर चेंज, यू कांट स्टॉप। Change is the only thing which is constant. You as an organization, you as an entity need to change yourself to adopt the changes. Proactive, sense the environment, understand, make yourself flexible, make your organization for ready for anything happen, whatever ready, and a strong leader, then the strategic drift will never be happening. कुछ भी होएगा, आप अपने को मैनेज कर लेंगे, आप ग्रो कर लेंगे, आप आगे बढ़ सकेंगे. That is called to avoid strategic drift, what we require. अभी तक हमने खाली एक ही चीज बात की है, what is strategy? At different levels, what are the strategy required? Corporate level, business level, and functional level. And what is strategic drift? How can we stop? The total strategy क्या है? Strategic analysis, which is environment analysis, internal, external, and all that, gap analysis. Then strategic choices, which is developing something that you will be able to grow, and then whatever you decide, you will be able to implement. That is your syllabus content, 25%, 40%, and 35%. You can say this is introduction. Introduction of strategy. Strategy क्या है, कैसे होता है, कैसे implement करते हैं. अब first topic चालू कर रहे हैं. ऐसे ये first topic बोला जा सकता है. Whatever we did, this is strategic analysis. Because आपका part ही क्या है, strategic analysis. So we are doing that strategic analysis. This strategic analysis covers external analysis wise, pestle analysis, 5 forces, Porter's diamond, and internal analysis wise, competencies, value chain, SWOT analysis. It's a very big area. So many questions are there. Even the essay type questions are there. Multiple choice are there. बहुत सारे questions इसके ऊपर है. Just as a basic discussion, Harshal, do you know anything about Porter's 5 forces? जानते हो, कुछ कभी पढ़ा है? Harshal, because if we are just sitting and I am saying you are hearing, enjoyment will not be there. We need to engage. We need to involve in the class. It's a live class. It's not recorded. So Harshal, are you there, man? Harshal S. Parvez. Aman.
Yes, sir. Sorry to say about it, but I didn't hear about this word, the Portal 5 forces.
Never heard.
Yeah.
Okay, sir, no problem. Then Aman, have you heard this word, Porter 5 forces? Aman ji बोल नहीं रहे हैं. Now Harshal S. Harshal S, are you there? Harshal S, are you there? तो फिर तो आप ही लोग दोनों बचे, मरियम एंड तजामुल. Mariam, have you heard about Porter's 5 forces?
Yes, sir.
क्या होता है ये?
So there are 5 competitive forces that are related to the external environment that can help us understand threat of new entrants, bargaining power of buyers, bargaining power of suppliers, then threat of substitutes and the existing competition related to these things. So.
When we will come to know these 5 things, what will happen? उससे क्या फायदा होएगा?
So we'll understand how these external forces are affecting our organization, so we can make decisions accordingly.
What decisions we want to make?
Strategic, like long-term decisions.
What will be the strategic decision we will be able to take by knowing these 5 factors?
So by taking these strategic decisions, we'll be able to create competitive advantage, right?
I meant to say that key, by analyzing these 5 factors, we will be able to see the business in which we are. Whether this business has worth, whether this business has things that we can reap benefits in future, whether we should continue this business, whether we should grow the business which we are in.
Yeah.
Or maybe if we are not in some business for which we are doing the Porter 5 forces analysis, should we go into that business? Whether it will be giving us the worth, whether that will giving us income, whether it will help us to achieve our objectives or not. Because you are analyzing the 5 forces for 2 things. One side, if you are already in a business, by analyzing these 5 forces, you will be able to decide whether in the existing business you should grow, whether you should develop your business further because the scope is there. Or if you are not in a business and you are analyzing these 5 forces in that business, then whether you should enter into that business or not. That's the purpose. Yes, Tajamul.
Sir, can I say that what is the industrial rivalry and what my competitor is doing by observing my competitor and then designing the strategy to counter react?
You can say, because you are saying what? Ki once you do Porter 5 forces analysis, then you are in a position to decide what you will be doing in your business. है ना? So strategic analysis is that only, sir. All these models, Porter 5 forces, Pestle, Porter diamond, competencies, value chain, SWOT analysis, after doing this study, then we will be able to be in a position for any organization, for myself, for yourself, for our family, for anybody. What will be our future course of action? Which market, which product, which division, which thing, what we should be doing going forward? What are the options? The analysis is for that purpose only, sir. Suppose I want to do Porter 5 forces analysis for Saraf Academy, for training industry in accounting, business and finance. ठीक है? बोलेगा सर ये अपने लिए मेरे को बोलने का कोई मन नहीं है, मैं ऐसे ही इंटरेस्टिंग बनाने के लिए यूज कर रहा हूं. In my company, the 5 factors, first of all, bargaining power of buyers. Buyers are all those customers. You are the buyers, you are buying the product and services of Saraf Academy. Now, if you all as a customer of Saraf Academy, who is the buyer of Saraf or the training industry buyer, not only Saraf, जो भी ट्रेनिंग इंडस्ट्री, अकाउंट्स, बिजनेस और फिनेंस में है, जो भी कंपनीज है, उन सब के आप लोग बायर हैं. We are talking about your bargaining power. Your bargaining power will be high, then it is not good for training industry, not good for Saraf Academy. Because if your bargaining power is high, you will force me to reduce the tuition fees. You will force me to offer you so many benefits for which my cost will increase. Then in that case, I will not be able to charge proper price for my product and services from all of you. For my business, I am saying you all are my buyer. For any business, for any industry, the customers are the buyers. If the customers' bargaining power are high, then the industry will not be able to charge proper price or premium price from any customer. According to my understanding nowadays, there is no single industry in the world where bargaining power of customers is not high, where bargaining power of customers is low. I don't find any industry where customer bargaining power is low. Can you say? Anybody? कि इस इंडस्ट्री में कस्टमर लोगों को मन खट के मोनोपोली है, यहीं से सामान लेना पड़ेगा, यही पैसा देना पड़ेगा, ऐसा कोई है क्या भाई?
Sir, high-tech industry, it is possible, like, for example, if it is space technology or, there they can sustain, but otherwise product, there's a lot of Me Too products, so many other competitors are available in the market. So except in a very specialized goods, maybe.
नहीं तो in space industry, how many buyers are there here? You and me are not going to buy anything in space. Huh?
Exactly, but sir, space technology mostly now, especially electronic plant की तरफ ये लोग जा रहे हैं in order to consume the fuel को वो करके, तो buyers are there, like, all aviation industry, aeronautical engineering में drift आ रहा है, they are moving from fuel to electricity, और फिर जो है ना और भी सारी चीजें जो आ रही हैं, तो but that again, that is basically my thinking.
I meant to say that maybe for the time being, suppose in an industry buyer bargaining power is low, then उसमें कंपटीशन बढ़ जाएगा, लोग और आ जाएंगे. सब तो इमिटेट करते हैं ना एक दूसरे को. आपको दिखेगा यहाँ पर बहुत ज्यादा फायदा है, तो दूसरी तो वहां घुसेगा ही ना, तो आप उसको रोक थोड़ी ना पाओगे यार. इट इज एन IT एज, इंफॉर्मेशन एज. एक सेकंड में कुछ भी होगा दुनिया में, सबको पता चल जाता है यार. अब वो सब नहीं रहा कि आपके पास इंफॉर्मेशन है, मेरे पास नहीं है. तो इफ एनी बिजनेस वेयर द प्रॉफिट इज हाई, वेयर द बार्गेनिंग पावर ऑफ कस्टमर इज देयर लेस, कोई छोड़ेगा क्या? टाटा बिरला अंबानी उसको छोड़ने वाले हैं क्या? क्या लगता है? कोई नहीं छोड़ने वाला है सर. सो मे बी फॉर वेरी शॉर्ट पीरियड इफ यू कैन से, बट नॉर्मली मेरे को ऐसा मानना है कोई ऐसा इंडस्ट्री बचा नहीं है जहां बार्गेनिंग पावर ऑफ कस्टमर्स लो है. आपको हम ज्यादा फीस चार्ज करेंगे, आप दूसरे से पढ़ लेंगे. आपको हम अच्छे से नहीं पढ़ाएंगे, आप खुद से पढ़ लेंगे. आपको अकेला तो कोई हम है नहीं, दुनिया भर में लोग हैं जो पढ़ाने के लिए रेडी हैं यार, कोई ऐसा है नहीं। बार्गेनिंग पावर ऑफ कस्टमर्स मेरा इंडस्ट्री में तो बहुत हाई है सर। There is nothing that you need to buy the classes from Saraf only. There are so many available in the market. You can buy classes from them. Huh? So in my industry, if somebody want to enter, they need to be ready that the bargaining power of customers is very high. Customer will inquire, they will not join. They will join at somewhere else. You can't stop them. और कस्टमर कोई दूसरा जगह ज्वाइन करेगा, फिर आपके पास आ जाएगा। वहां पर थोड़ा पैसा दिया, देयर आर स्टूडेंट्स CMA joined at 2 places and then joined 3rd time at me. बोलता वहां क्या पढ़ा रहे हैं, हमको कुछ समझ में नहीं आ रहा, हम यहाँ 3 बार पैसा दे दिया, सोच लीजिए तजामुल जी।
Sir, actually, thank you very much. But in my understanding, actually, like for example, the cyber security, everybody is providing a cyber security, but there are very few reliable firms where they are.
सॉफ्टवेयर डेवलपमेंट, वेबसाइट डेवलपमेंट, देयर आर सो मेनी। एक से एक चोर है सर, कुछ नहीं आता है। They don't know anything. They will just tanify money and they will not be doing your work. This is a very bad area because I don't know how to develop website. They will say this, that, and all, and they will earn money and that. That happens, sir. It's cheating.
Sir.
ठीक है? I mean to say that in my business, bargaining power of buyers is very, very high. ठीक है? So with that aspect, my business, my industry is not good. In training industry, customer bargaining power is very high. And in any industry where their bargaining power is high, you can't charge premium price, you can't charge extra, you need to offer so many benefits, then you will be able to charge a proper price. This is there in every industry. I'm not repenting, I'm not sad कि मेरा इंडस्ट्री में सभी में ऐसा ही है सर। ठीक है, तो मेरे को कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ता है। दूसरा, बार्गेनिंग पावर ऑफ सप्लायर्स, फ्रॉम वेयर आई एम परचेसिंग माई रिसोर्सेस, camera, computer, laptop, study material and all that, my suppliers. According to me, my supplier के लिए I am the customer. मेरे पास भी हजारों ऑप्शन है. So my supplier bargaining power is very less. All the study material provider connecting with me, buy study material from me, computer from me, laptop from me, यार limit नहीं है. So bargaining power of suppliers is low, it is good for me. I can take credit, I can pay less than that benefit for me. So in that way, my industry is good. But in that way, most of the industry are good. Because for the supplier, we are the customer. Customer bargaining power is already high. Third, rivalry among, third, I will say entry of new firms. In tuition industry, anybody can come tomorrow. No such investment required. Zoom लो, सब्सक्रिप्शन 2000-3000 रुपया महीना का लगेगा, वो तो हाई हो तब, वो भी 500 में हो जाएगा। एक कंप्यूटर लैपटॉप लीजिए, कैमरा लीजिए, मोबाइल लीजिए, चालू हो जाइए, क्या है? जस्ट द क्वेश्चन इज दैट हु विल कम।
Sir, one thing. I'm sorry if it's a stupid question. Resources are available, लेकिन लोग educate नहीं हो रहे हैं. What is the impact of that? There's a lot of, and now education is very easy. But why people are not becoming educated? That's the most important question. Yeah.
What do you mean by education? You want to education means basic knowledge of ABCD, basic 10th graduate, or you want to say graduation, or you want to say higher education? What do you mean by education, sir?
Sir, education means that what basically, maybe I have to rephrase this word, that there's a lot of resources available. But people, like for example, take the example of CIMA and all those things. A lot of tuition providers are available. Like even my example, I spend money on 2 places, those who are even recognized. But when I came there, they were only selling their notes. So that's basically how to cope with that one.
Actually, if you are buying any product or service and you are not applying your brain, you are relying on others saying, then always you will fail. Always you will face problem. So according to me, this is not a question of education. This is a question of becoming a knowledgeable person, becoming a, what do you say, critical, ethical person. आपको कहीं भी कोई क्लास मिल रहा है और आप वहां ज्वाइन कर लेंगे क्योंकि पैसा कम है, मान लीजिए, और अगर पैसा कम भी नहीं है, ज्यादा है, आपको उसका ब्रांड है, मान लीजिए सपोज टाटा, बिरला, एनी ऑर्गेनाइजेशन इज ऑफरिंग क्लासेस, PwC, KPMG आर ऑफरिंग ऑल, EY एंड ऑल दैट, आप सिंस वो PwC ज्वाइन कर लेंगे। अरे भाई ये तो देखेंगे ना वो कौन पढ़ाने वाला है। आई एम कंटिन्यूअसली सेइंग, बिगिनिंग एंड आल्सो आई सेड, हु इज द टीचर? Because a teacher is going to teach you, not the organization is going to teach you. If I am introducing a faculty, forget about Saraf and all that. Understand who is that teacher, whether he's teaching properly, whether you are liking, if the demo are not there, how can you join, sir? So when you joined at somewhere else 2 times earlier, then why you have not seen the demo classes and all that? I think you have not seen. Huh?
Agreed, sir. That was basically a,
The question is that if the people are ready to becoming fool, then the whole world is there to make you fool, sir. Huh? So many ads are coming here. In the social media, if you open your phone, whether Insta, अरे बाप रे, रील, एक एक चीज बेचने के लिए रील में कैसे लोग कर रहे हैं यार. आई एम नॉट सेइंग एवरीबॉडी इज बैड, हम जानते नहीं हम कहां से बोले, लेकिन एनी रील यू विल सी एंड यू विल बाय दैट थिंग सिंस यू लाइक द रील without knowing about the product, about the organize. Here, thoda sa open mind. Like I said, DG Yatra app is not for Prakash only, it is for everybody. Why they are not downloading in their phone DG Yatra and coming in this rail and remove the queue of 200 persons? झोला लेके खड़ा है, टेची लेके और 200 जन के हंसते हंसते जा रहा है और हम यहां से घुस जा रहा है, तो हम क्या प्राइम मिनिस्टर है क्या? हम भी तो नॉर्मल है सर. The people are not interested in knowing the things, they don't have courage. So AI is good कि भाई वो बोल रहा है डीजी यात्रा है, भाई यहां से घुस जाइए यार. आपको नहीं घुसना है मत घुसिए, क्या करें? The question is that people are taking decisions on hearing from somebody. Somebody will say that, somebody messaged me today, my team actually. हम सोचा है कि ऑनलाइन कोर्सेज के बेसिस, अरे who said that CIMA ACCA is online course? Who said? These are distance learning course. Distance learning course तो सारा ही है. If you go in school, colleges, they are not distance learning. But otherwise, all the things are professional courses are distance learning. Online मतलब क्या हुआ? You are doing a 5-hour training, they are giving you a certificate, that is online. They don't have any value. They are not, they are just a gap, skill gap. They are not course. ACCA, CIMA, CSCA, CMA, CPA, FRM, CFA, these are not online courses. These are educational institute, distance learning course. आप घर पे बैठकर पढ़िए, एग्जाम देने के टाइम पे इंस्टीट्यूट का एग्जाम देंगे और आपको प्रॉपर डिग्री मिलेगा. ये थोड़ी ना डिस्टेंस. So if the student will start saying this, one of my friends said that online courses don't give any job and all that. अब उसको क्या समझाएं? वो ऑनलाइन कोर्सेज कोई 2-4 घंटे का, आप कोई ऑनलाइन ट्रेनिंग कर रहे हैं, ऑनलाइन वो बोल रहे हैं वो. अरे भैया ACCA करने में 13 सब्जेक्ट देने में तुमको नानी याद आ जाएगा भाई. कहां से बात कर रहे हैं ऑनलाइन कोर्स वो? So it's again, that's a question of what? As you said, AI. Ignorance is all the problem. You don't want to educate yourself, not by ABCD or but by education. आपको नॉर्मल कॉमन मैन जैसा एजुकेशन डेवलप ही नहीं करना है, तो आपको तो दुनिया बुर्बक बनाएगी ना. बुर्बक बनाने वाला भर्ती है सर, दुनिया में हरदम रहेगा. There are so many hacks, there are so many fraud are happening online. आपको बोलता है आपका पार्सल आया, आपको ये आया, ये सब है. अभी कल एक वीडियो देख रहा था, पुलिस इंस्पेक्टर caught 4 persons and they have earned 25 lakh in a year. 3 साल से 75 लाख, घर भर सब बना लिया है. बोला कैसे आप फोन करते हैं, दिखा रहा था कि ऐसे फोन करते हैं, ऐसे बोलते हैं, ये बोलते हैं. सो दुनिया जो बन रहा है वो बेवकूफ है ना यार, बनाने वाला तो बनाएगा ही. How can we join any course, any classes, anywhere? Just by fees, just by saying something, without looking at the teacher, faculty, who is teaching, what is the value. हमको पूछेंगे, बोलेगा CSCA का जॉब है कि नहीं. सर आप अपने आप ही देखिए ना, है कि नहीं. हम क्यों बोलेंगे? और हम तो पढ़ाते हैं, तो हम तो थोड़ा बायस्ड होंगे ना यार. If you are asking me that whether there is a job based on CMA, then you are not asking to the correct person. AI है भाई, सब सिस्टम है, चेक करिए, अपना मन को तसल्ली लाइए. दिखता है कि अपॉर्चुनिटी है, कोर्स करिकुलम अच्छा है, इंस्टीट्यूट अच्छा है, तो कोर्स ज्वाइन करिए, नहीं तो नहीं करना है. सो इट्स यू ज्वाइन समवेयर बाय हियरिंग समबडी. कोई बोला, कोई देखा, बस ऐड देख लिया, चल दिया. सर ऐसे थोड़ी ना होता है सर. व्हेन वी बाय, वी ऑलवेज से, हम लोग हिंदी में बोलता है कि अगर एक मटकी भी खरीदते हैं ना, तो बजा के खरीदते हैं कि वेदर द वाटर विल नॉट सीपेज फ्रॉम एनीवेयर. तो आप एक ट्रेनिंग क्लासेस, एक सीमा का कोर्स आप कर रहे हैं और उसमें इतना सारा खर्चा हो रहा है, आप तो मटकी बजा ही नहीं रहे हैं सर. सो दैट यू वांट टू बिकम फूल सर, सो पीपल आर मेकिंग यू फूल.
I like it, sir. Thank you. I got
Sorry sir, sorry. Sorry, I'm saying that.
It's okay, sir.
Yeah. Because if I'm not, I mean to say, I'm not opening my eyes, I'm not seeing the world, I'm not analyzing, तो दुनिया तो मेरे को डंडा मारेगा ही ना यार, खाना ही पड़ेगा डंडा, क्या किया जाएगा? That simple rule. बस हम ऐसा बोलते हैं कि you need to make yourself such a person, nobody can fool you. And at the same time, don't fool anybody. किसी को भी खराब मत करिए यार, जानबूझकर. Because Allah is there. If you do bad for somebody, it will come back to you with even bigger fault, bigger problem. वो कैसे आएगा मालूम नहीं है सर. अगर हम किसी का गलती करेंगे, हमारा हाथ पैर टूटेगा, कुछ ना कुछ तो मेरे साथ होएगा ही. It will definitely happen.
सर आपको पता है ये जो ना ये ईमान का एक बहुत अच्छा लेवल है.
Yes sir. Yeah. क्या डायलॉग है बोलिए सर.
सर ये जो है ना ये ईमान का एक बहुत अच्छा लेवल है. काश कि हमें भी ये नसीब हो जाए. हम लोग जो है ना पूजा पाठ में पड़े हुए हैं, लेकिन अल्लाह हमसे यही मांग रहा है कि यार अगर
Yes
आप
sir.
अच्छा करोगे तो अच्छा आएगा.
अगर आप जानबूझ के किसी का खराब करेंगे ना कहीं से आपका खराब होएगा ही यार, होएगा ही. With your family, with your near relative, something will happen. आपको याद नहीं आएगा कि आप खराब किए थे इसीलिए हो रहा है, वो होएगा. तो आप किसी का खराब जानबूझ के मत करिए. और इतना बुद्धि लीजिए, इतना दम लीजिए कि कोई आपका खराब नहीं कर सके. इतना दिमाग आपको लगाना होएगा. दुनिया में सब भेड़ बकरी लोग के जैसे है सर. You need to protect yourself. Education is that only, sir. Don't cheat anybody. Don't be cheated by anybody. That is education.
Agreed.
Okay. Yes, sir. Supporters 5 forces. First thing, bargaining power of buyer. Second is bargaining power of supplier. Bargaining power of buyer low होना चाहिए, होता नहीं है. Higher bargaining power buyer is very high. Bargaining power of supplier low होना चाहिए, low ही होता है ज्यादातर इंडस्ट्री में. उससे आपको रिसोर्सेज सस्ते में मिलते हैं. थ्रेट ऑफ सब्स्टिट्यूट्स. अगर आपके इंडस्ट्री में नया नया टाइप का प्रोडक्ट बराबर आ रहा है, आप कैसे जिएंगे, कैसे सस्टेन करेंगे? आई अंडरस्टैंड सब्स्टिट्यूट्स आर ऑलवेज देयर. ACCA, CIMA, CMA, CPA, CS, all are substitutes only. All are substitutes. But if the substitutes are many and you are offering one or two things, then in that case the substitutes will destroy you. So you should not be in an industry where substitutes are very heavy, where substitutes are coming regularly. You can't sustain. That business is not good. That industry is not good. Threat of new entrants. मैंने बोला ट्रेनिंग इंडस्ट्री में तो भैया जिसको लो कैमरा लो, कंप्यूटर लो, चालू हो जाओ. मोबाइल फोन से ही हो जाएगा. कैमरा कम क्यों लेना है यार? मोबाइल फोन का कैमरा बहुत बढ़िया होता है. यू कैन स्टार्ट विद द मोबाइल फोन क्लासेस, Zoom and all that. You can teach very well. So in my industry, new entrants can come on a day 1,000. 1,000. If the new entrants can come, the industry is not good. But new entrants can match the quality. New entrants can match the standard. If that is the case, then also it's a bigger problem. हमारा केस में ऐसा नहीं. The new entrants cannot match the standard and the quality. Maybe they can come, there is no licensing and all that. New entrants can be stopped by more regulatory requirement, by more fund investment and all. ऐसा मेरा इंडस्ट्री में नहीं है. यहां पर क्वालिटी और कॉम्पिटेंसी का बात है तो नया जन का वो क्वालिटी कॉम्पिटेंसी नहीं आएगा. और इतना सारा पढ़ाने वाला हो गया है ना सर कि अब नॉर्मली कोई पढ़ाने भी आता है तो लोग उसके, मान लीजिए इफ यू आर टेकिंग फ्री क्लास, हु विल कम? नोबडी सर. हम लोग जब कोई फ्री क्लास वेबिनार करते हैं तो वी आर एबल टू अट्रैक्ट 50-60 स्टूडेंट्स. टीचिंग फॉर 25 years, taught more than 2 lakh students. फिर so if somebody new person will come, will publicize in social media free class, nobody will come, sir. The problem is that. So in this industry also saturation has come. The people are not coming. The new entrants can easily come, but in my industry they are not coming. But there is no regulatory or funding requirement and all that in my industry. Then fifth, rivalry among the existing firms. If the players in the industry are fighting for prices, charging lower price from the customers to offer their product, fixed expenditures are very high in the industry. It is not good for the industry. Because वैसा होने से क्या होगा, इंडस्ट्री में कोई भी नहीं कमा पाएगा. Airline industry happening that only. The prices are, if I will go to Delhi, Mumbai, and if I buy tickets around 1 month earlier, it's within 10,000. तो एयरलाइन कंपनी में एयरलाइन उड़ाकर एयरपोर्ट वगैरह ये 10,000 में नहीं होएगा सर. वो सब कोई अपना बर्बादी कर रहा है. इंडिगो एयरलाइंस, विस्तारा, इंडियन एयरलाइंस उसको ले चुका है. जो है सब बर्बाद है सर. दे आर जस्ट ऑफरिंग, और 6-8 महीने बाद फिर से कोई इंसॉल्वेंसी होने वाला है, बिकॉज यू कैनॉट ऑफर एयरलाइन सर्विसेज एट अ बस प्राइसेस. यू नीड टू अंडरस्टैंड. आप कितना भी इकोनॉमीज ऑफ स्केल लगाइए, जितना मेरा बुद्धि है, 10,000 में दिल्ली जाके आने का टिकट नहीं हो पाएगा. मरियम, हो पाया क्या? यू आर फ्रॉम दिल्ली ओनली ना?
No, sir, Bangalore.
Bangalore. So
Yes,
if I'm going to Bangalore and coming back and the airfare is 10,000, I don't think so this is possible. सारा प्लेन को उड़ाने का ही फेयर उतना है जो टर्बाइन फ्यूल लगेगा उसका, ऊपर से एयरपोर्ट का चार्जेस, इतना स्टाफ, इतना आईटी, इतना सिस्टम, कंपनी का एडमिनिस्ट्रेटिव स्टाफ, दिस दैट. If we count the expenditures, they are way beyond 10,000. How long they can survive? By fighting with each other. कि भैया if Indian Airlines is offering at 10,000, Indigo is also offering at 10,000. कैसे करेगा वो लोग? नहीं कर सकता सर. वो सब बिजनेस को बर्बाद करना है. Actually, if the players in the industry are fighting for prices, fighting for customers, that means it is bad for the industry. The industry cannot survive. When you are in a particular business and you find these factors, analyze these factors, and you find that most of the factors are adverse, you should not put money in your existing business further, because the business future is not good. But if you find that there are certain things bad, there are certain things good, and by putting money in the business, you will be able to grow, then in that case, you can introduce money in the business. और या आप कोई नया बिजनेस करना चाह रहे हैं, उसका आपने एनालिसिस किया, नया बिजनेस का एनालिसिस 5 फोर्सेस पे किया, एनालाइज किया, और आपको दिखा भैया ये हो सकता है, ऐसा कर सकते हैं, तो आप नया बिजनेस पे पैसे लगाएंगे, नहीं तो नहीं लगाएंगे. स्ट्रैटेजिक एनालिसिस करके क्या होगा? We will be able to identify what are the options. We should develop any product, we should develop any market, we should take over any organization, we should do this, that. हम लोग को ये ऑप्शंस मिलेगा, लेकिन पहले एनालिसिस करे तो सही. This is one aspect. This is called micro analysis. एकदम बेस लेवल पे एनालिसिस फॉर एनी बिजनेस, फॉर एनी इंडस्ट्री, फॉर एनी कंपनी. जब ये एनालिसिस आप करेंगे तो आपको जरूर समझ में आएगा कि आपके एग्जिस्टिंग बिजनेस में आपको बने रहना है, फर्दर इन्वेस्टमेंट करना है, स्ट्रैटेजिक डेवलपमेंट करना है, कि आपको नए बिजनेस में जाना है, या अगर आपको नए बिजनेस के लिए करना है तो नया बिजनेस जाने लायक है कि नहीं. फॉर दैट पर्पस वी डू पोर्टर्स 5 फोर्सेस एनालिसिस. ये पोर्टर ने इंट्रोड्यूस किया होगा अराउंड 1980 में, मेरे को नहीं याद है एग्जैक्ट. वी कैन डू गूगल सर्च, चैट जीपीटी, व्हेन दिस थ्योरी वाज डेवलप्ड. तो 1980 से अभी कितना साल हुआ है? 40-45 साल. आज भी रेलेवेंट है फुल्ली. This theory is still relevant fully in any industry for any strategic decision to be taken. It's not a 5 years old theory, 45 years old theory. It's the theory which is pure relevant now also. इसीलिए दुनिया में आज भी स्ट्रैटेजिक डिसीजन के लिए, स्ट्रैटेजिक एनालिसिस के लिए इसको डील किया जा रहा है. फॉर दैट रीजन वी आर डीलिंग विद दिस. परवेज, आर यू गेटिंग समथिंग? What is a Porter's 5 forces analysis?
Yeah, getting, sir.
ठीक है, all these things are simple because there is no formula, there is no mathematics and all that, but they are very thought process things. If you read Porter's 5 forces, you read from a book, Bargaining Power of Buyer, you are reading, उससे नहीं होएगा. You need to bring this in your heart, in your mind, brain, body, with some examples where you are working, where somebody else is working. Need to think along those lines. तब ये सब्जेक्ट इंटरेस्टिंग बनेगा और मजा आएगा. अदरवाइज तो ये सब्जेक्ट बहुत बोरिंग है. माने दिस इंटायर CSCA, because it is theory, but you need to हर time, every time you need to correlate with some example, some practicality. That is my job, that is your job. कि when you think along those lines, then you will understand this. Yes, somebody was saying. Yes, Parvez.
Yeah, true, sir. True. Agree.
Yeah. Otherwise, you will forget also. After the class, 5 minutes later, you will forget. क्या पढ़े थे सर? This is the problem, sir. ठीक है? I will be explaining.
For example, thank you very much. I really understand that thing. But for example, if I'm like, for example, I'm working in the environment site, environment project.
ठीक है?
So actually, what we are doing, that other UN agencies, they are basically, they were also working on the environment project, plastic, this, that, ozone, all those. So how can I apply this Porter forces on my area in order to understand it very well, although the principles are there?
I will say that when you are saying that you are working in an environment project, like suppose I said training industry. I categorically said training industry, accounting, business, and finance. I have not said training industry for IT. I have not said training industry for maths, English. I have not said training industry for, because training is a very, very broad word, sir. Similarly, when you are saying environment, then you need to specifically focus what project you are doing. And in that environmental project, who others are there? Then it will not be coming 100 organization. It will be coming 20. It will be coming 10. Because environment is a very open-ended word, sir, like training. Training of
Yes.
food making is also a training, sir. Anything you can teach is a training, sir. Anything. So I am not comparing myself with any type of training. तब तो सर माथा खराब हो जाएगा. My area is accounting, business and finance for professional courses, for professional levels, not for junior level, bacha level, 5, 6 level, no. Similarly, first of all, you decide your market, you decide your product, you decide your horizon, you decide your competitors. First, you decide that, then you come to know, apply these 5 principles. When you are developing the environment project, for whom you are developing, for personal consumption or for selling to others, who are the buyers? For the buyers, what are the other options? For the buyers, if the other options are very easily available, then the buyer's bargaining power will be very high. So in your business also, if that is the case, the bargaining power of buyer is high. According to me, I assume generally 99% everywhere it is high.
Sir, actually, in this case, thank you very much. Sorry for interruption. In this case,
Yeah.
like for example, when I apply Porter, so basically my buyer is a member states. And then, environmental degradation is basically all these big jargons we are selling to them. Okay, by, for example, if German high-tech industries, those who are creating problem, emission, this and this, then we are saying, okay, you have to give the tax because you are polluting the environment, and third world country, they are affecting. That's basically what our strategic thinking and when we are interacting with the member states.
So those buyers, those who are member state and all that, the buyers are not limited. They are many, according to me. Different types of industries are there. They are going to buy your product. They are not very limited buyers. What?
Sir, actually, we are mostly working on regulatory framework that, okay, all the industrialist nations, they should contribute more to environment because you are affecting environment and polluting the environment. And then we should go to sustainable growth like renewable energy, deforestation, all those things, where we can fit this Porter.
No, I understand. I am saying that when you are developing the product or whenever you are developing something which can protect the environmental adverse impact, then the organization who will buy your product, who will buy your services, those organizations are maybe government, maybe the developed countries, affluent organizations where the pollution is happening. So they need to do something so that your product will be used and the environment destruction will be happening less. So those customers, maybe the government, maybe the authority, those customers are many or they are very small customers, a small number of customers.
Oh, sir, why I am asking this question that when the case study will come, we have to apply unless and until if we know this Porter very well. Not only from ChatGPT, if we have a definition or 5 areas. We have to basically get and then respond accordingly. Am I right?
We need to apply, either they will say you apply Porter 5 forces, or they will say indirectly you are in the business and you want to put surplus money, surplus resources in the business, whether you should invest or you want to go in a new business. And in the new business, this is the environmental situation. Then in the new business, whether you should invest, then you will apply in the exam. In the practical life, in any business, you can apply, sir. Any business. Yours, mine, every business we can apply this strategy. So when you were applying for your current business, for your current role, then I was saying that you analyze who are your customers. You are doing something, you are making something for somebody. I am teaching for you all. There are buyers. So for your product also, there are buyers, maybe government, maybe member state, whoever. How many buyers are there? Whether the buyers are many, whether the buyers are very less. If the buyers are many, then you are at a good position, because if the buyers are many, you have many options to sell. Like in my case, maybe the bargaining power of buyer is high, but the buyers are many. The whole world is my buyers. So when the buyers are many, I'm not afraid that who will buy my product, who will take my classes and all that. In your case also, if the buyers are many, then the bargaining power of buyers reduces. Because if that buyer is not buying, you will sell to other. You will sell to other. If the buyers are less, and for the buyers there are many suppliers, then the bargaining power of buyer will create a big problem in the business. So in your business, is it like that? That the buyers are very less, you need to sell them only? Is it like that?
Sir, actually, what you told is very correct. That basically, in my, in my business area, basically buyers are 216 member states. But actually, when we are applying on them the regulatory framework under United Nations rules and regulations, we tell them that, okay, top industrialist nation, they are polluting the environment more, and which is affecting the entire environment by depleting ozone. So that is why we tell them, as per your GDP and GNP, you have to contribute more as an assessed contribution, as a mandatory. Otherwise, you are losing voting to the General Assembly. So these are basically our strategy, which we are selling to the member state. And then they say, okay.
Buyers are only 216.
Yeah. Member states.
But then those 216 member states are regulatory bound to buy your product.
Yes, because indirectly we are saying that you are affecting our environment.
So even though they are less, but they are bound to buy. Now to sell those 216 member states, other than you, who are the players in the market? How many players are there in the market?
In the market, like actually everybody is now cashing. Like for example, UNDP, they also submit the request to General Assembly, give us the fund that we will execute environmental friendly projects in third world countries, especially in Asia. Like now we are pushing China also that you give more, because now our total portfolio is 1.7 billion. So we are saying you have to give at least 600 million, because you people are polluting more the environment, because you have a big industrial base.
No, sir. My question is that other than you are offering these products to those 216 members. Other than your organization, how many other organizations are there? Like you said, 216 buyers. Similarly, how many sellers are there other than you?
Sir, for example, India, we have a big office in India where they are working on environment project in all over the country. Now, what happened there? They are looking for money. So it is we are providing the money to many NGOs and many sponsored government agencies, even health, like Environment Regulatory Authority of India. So they are sharing with us the project that, look, we need 200 million because of environmental issues. Somewhere there is a lot of rain, somewhere there is a land degradation, somewhere there's all those things. So where we can put this Porter principles?
No, I'm not getting, or maybe you are not getting what I am asking. I'm saying that like we are saying, you have 216 member states where you can sell your products.
Correct. Yeah.
Buyers are 216 buyers, say. Similarly, other than you, who are the sellers who can sell to these 216 member states the products?
National NGOs, national regulatory authorities, all there.
I don't want their name. How many are them? How many are there?
Maybe they are approximately 50 or 60.
So 50 sellers are going to target 216 buyers.
Correct.
Is there any rule that all these 216 buyers cannot buy from one individual seller? There is no rule as such.
No.
They can buy from anybody, na?
Yeah.
So in your case, if I will say the number of buyers and seller wise, it is a small market. Not saying about size, not saying about volume, not saying about sales volume. I am saying number wise, your market is very small. 1 second. I'm saying that, like in my case, maybe there are 5,000 faculties or teachers or organizations. And maybe there are 5 lakh plus students all over the world taking the classes for ACCA CIMA. So my market numbers is very big. In your case, the numbers is very small. 216 buyers and 50 sellers. In my case, maybe the volume of the total 5 lakh students is lesser than your market size. Okay. But in your case, the numbers are small. Now, in your case, those 216 buyers are targeted by you and by the 49 players all. All are targeting those 216 customers. So the differentiation in the products is not very large as per me. Your product and the other 49 player products are not very different. Maybe some differences are there, like my teaching quality. Others are obviously different. But the differences are very marginal, can I say?
Yes, sir, you're very much right, because basically we then, we hire environmental scientists. They conduct the study, like, okay, in South Asia,
Should be done
what
enough.
is the level of environmental degradation? Then funding, all those comes.
Okay. So in your case, the differentiation is not there.
Yeah.
Okay. In my case also differentiation is less, but in your case differentiation is not there. Now in your case, these players, the 40, 49, 50 players are fighting to acquire the customers. They all are fighting, we should get the customers and all that. They all are fighting like anything. Huh?
Yes, they are also sending requests to the member state that submit the project for protection of environment. Yeah.
Yes. And the substitute of products, what you all are offering in 50 companies, the substitute for those things that somebody else outside 50 companies can make and sell is not there. The substitution is not there so much.
Substitution is basically based on the project or the high tech, those who are relevant, leverage of environmental knowledge.
Maybe there are different things, but those things are coming in a domain. It is not that outside the domain you start saying that you do this. That is not going to happen.
Yes, sir. Yeah.
And then the players within the industry, these 50 players, they fight for prices. They fight that the customer come to them, they able to offer at a lower price. Are you all fighting for the prices?
Yes, exactly. We have a very competitive bid process to win the project, even at the World Bank, even at the IMF, all those big projects. Then the consortium, all the member states, they pay to them instead. Like, for example, the project initiated by India, more research, more this, then we cannot give money to Bangladesh, where the quality of research which can help in the eradication of ozone layer and all those problems. So ultimately, technological leverage, the quality of research. Then when they submit, then the approval is done by all these big donors.
No, that is, I'm saying that in your case, the suppliers are less for the customers. The customers are less for the suppliers. Substitutes are not so much. The fight between the players is very good. Entering into the market, new players is not easy. Getting the license, getting the approval, sell to these 216 states is not very easy. So if we do the Peston analysis for your industry, the problem of substitute is not there. The problem of entry of new players, so many are not there. The problem is there that the customers are less. And you need to win over the customers. And the problem are there, the fight between the players to get the customers, to give them, ask them to cut the quotation and all that, that is there. But in your business, the things are there that if you are able to satisfy your customers with the quality of the products, then you will be able to win over your competitors. So according to me, your business is very good. Your company business is very growing business. You should try to develop products or goods or something which can satisfy the customers at a lower cost, or which can give them the better quality. Then in that case, you will be winning over your customers, and you will be able to compete with your competitors very well. Because in your business, substitute tension is not there. And in your business, new players are not going to come. So those two things are gone. Whatever you are doing, you need to do that only in much better way so that you can satisfy to your customers. And the demand for your product will never go off, because it is an industry where regularly the problems are happening because of environment, this, that, because of pollutions, because of so many things. So your product will never go off demand. It is a perennial demand product. So for that reason, your business is very good and you will be able to do well if you will be able to fight with your competitors by developing products and by thinking about customer satisfaction and by bringing economies of scale. That is my thinking of your analysis, whatever you say, said.
Sir, thank you very much. Yes, why I was asking this question, that when I saw these 5 principles, so I was thinking mostly it will be related to production and product and all those things. Thank you.
It is applicable to every business, sir. Anybody can apply. You need to apply it properly and you need to see that by applying this where I am coming. So after applying these principles in your company business, we are saying that we have a good scope in the business. We need to develop our product and services. We need to think about customer satisfaction. We need to think about economies of scale. Then in that case, we can satisfy to your customers better. And since the volume is very large, one client is giving good money, you are able to satisfy some of the clients in a year, whatever the target, then in that case, you can grow your business to very great extent. You have the option to acquire another organization out of 50 if you have the money, and if you find that in such market they are very good, then you can acquire them. You can do partnership and all that so that you can reduce the competition. That also you can do.
Actually, sir, why I'm saying that there is one course on Udemy on this, and when I was just attempting 2 or 3 MCQs, so the MCQs are very tricky. Unless and until if the content is not clear, it cannot be the tukka nahi lagega, sir.
Either here also in CSCA, the questions are very tricky, sir. I have not started questions. But if we open our mind, brain, understand everything with a practical aspect, then when you read the question and options, you will be able to apply your brain. Otherwise, so Jai Mata Di Allah hi karna padega, sir. Because it is not 2 + 2 5, na? 2 + 2 4. It is very open-ended, sir. So you need to read the English language of the question very well.
Correct, yeah.
So for that reason, I am not going fast. I am not going into pestle Porter, ki bhai Porter 5 forces bol diye. I am just giving the opportunity to everybody to discuss everything in the class. Because the syllabus is not very vast. If I will go on saying all the concepts and everything, I can complete very fast. Itna bhag ke kahan karna hai? 2 class extra le lenge. I always have this intention. Not teaching for the syllabus, for the content, teaching for life. And I also want to understand many things from your examples. Because when you are saying something, when we are studying something, why not we will be able to apply? That we should be able to know. So for that reason, I was taking it as a challenge. Then how can we apply the Porter 5 forces in your business? That was the purpose. I think we should stop here. We will do the balance in the next class. Normally, we will be taking class 3 to 6. This is the first class, basic understanding the syllabus, the content and everything. As I said already, the total cost will be coming, including the classes, live, recorded, HOC material, our material, institute charges, all will be coming around 85,000 because $450 payable to them. And then the training classes, materials and all that. And if you are serious, you study regularly for around 1.5 hours, 2 hours, then in March, you will be able to complete in 3 months, you will be getting CSCA certificate. And nowadays, this is anybody who is graduate and have 2 years of experience can go for CSCA. Earlier, it was only applicable for CAs qualified and all that. They have changed the rules. Now the applicability of CSCA is graduate with 2 years work experience. That's all. Or if you have any professional qualification, then no work experience required. Okay. So we will have the class again. In the next week. It will be Saturday 3 to 6. That is the class timing. If anybody has anything to say, then say, otherwise we will leave. We will be start with here only strategic analysis. Aman, Harsal, Parvez, Tajamul, Mariam. Anything to ask, anything to say?
First of all, I want to say thank you, sir, because you have given a live class demo to attend and see your experience and feeling well to attend in your class, because no any other organization is giving a chance to attend this type of opportunity to see the faculty how they are teaching. I am very thankful and grateful to you.
I am also thankful to your time, but according to me, there are many who are offering these types of classes. Many, sir. Maybe you are not knowing, but there are many. Not many means 1,000, but there are few who are offering where the student can take the demo and then they can take the call whether they should be joining those classes or not. Not only me, sir. I am to always have to 1,000 plus videos on YouTube here, other than the live class. Every teaching video is there. A student can analyze the comfort, can analyze the quality, and if they feel okay, then only they should join. Because I always feel that it is your hard-earned money. And if, as I said in the class, if I am cheating you, then it is very bad on my part. Whatever is the way I am teaching Hindi, English, Bengali, Urdu, Farsi, whatever I know is in front of you. And if you like, you can join. If you don't like, don't join. No cheating, sir. Never, sir.
Yes, sure,
Okay.
sir.
Yeah. Thank you, everybody. Happy New Year to all of you. Let's 2025 will be the best year for all of us. Because in 2024, so many war and all that, let everything over. And we all able to run or live a very good life.
Exactly. And sir, thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.
Happy New Year.
Attend the classes like that.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Yeah.
It will. These are interesting, but if we have more interactive one, I'm not just camouflaging the whole class.
No problem, sir.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Nothing. You can ask anything because these classes have these discussions will help us to make the subject interesting. If you don't discuss, you are sitting idle, then it is less interesting. So it's good, sir. We will have this interactive class only. Don't worry.
Thank you, sir.
Okay.